And welcome back on News Radio 1070 WKOK. This is the Sunbury Motor Company pregame show. Kevin Herr along with Greg Wetzel, who a long-time play-by-play voice of the Lewisburg Green Dragons on one of our former sister stations, 100.9 The Valley, and wanted to give you an opportunity to come in and chat with us a little bit about the team that you followed for so many years. And
sure,
we welcome those of you watching on the WKOK Sports YouTube channel as well. You know, this was a team last year that Shikellamy played really tight for about a half, and then all of a sudden the athleticism and the speed took over.
Yes.
Where is this team now this year as opposed to last year at this time?
Well, number one, you don't replace Jeremiah Davis. You know, he school record rushing last year, and that's where they're really missing his speed. They have two backs in the backfield that are capable backs, and David Bazilla and Dan Shuey. But they're big, plodding backs. They don't have the speed. And we also lost 3 offensive linemen. And that's, I think, what the biggest difference is right now is the offensive line is fairly young in terms of playing experience, Kevin. But by the end of the year, they're going to get better. You know, it's just learning to play, number one, at the speed of a high school football game. You could tell last week at the Lime Mountain game, they're going, whoa. This isn't thud drill anymore, you know.
It's not junior high.
It's not junior high. This is live. And the second half, we played Lime Mountain fairly even. But the first half, I mean, you could tell it was their first game playing real high school action.
Greg, how much of this game and tonight's game will revolve around Xavier Carter's play?
Yeah, I think that's key to the whole game. If the offensive line gives him time, that he can get it to his wide receivers. They have 2 excellent wide receivers in Nick Coleman and Jalen Walker. And I'll tell you a weapon that they have that they haven't used yet is Owen Fellon, the tight end. I'm telling you, he's only a sophomore, but last year in the Warrior run game, he took a little 5-yard out pass and turned it into a 65-yard touchdown pass. And he ran away from the Hall kid from Warrior run, and he had some speed.
From your point of view, what do you want to see improve a little bit in this team this week compared to last week?
I want to see the offense and defensive line improve their play.
Yeah.
Tackling wasn't bad last week. I want to see them get some penetration, the defensive line. I just want to see the offensive line sustain some blocks.
Greg, we appreciate it. Thanks so much. Folks, one thing that you may not have known, not only did he do play-by-play for several years, but the last couple of years he's been the athletic director here at Lewisburg. And let me tell you something. I'm always taken care of when I come here to Lewisburg, and I appreciate it very much,
no
my
problem,
friend.
Kevin.
He is
had a great game.
He is not going to disappear. We'll have him on our broadcast every now and then as well. So
I'll be around.
Whether you want to or not.
That's right. Thanks a lot, Kevin.
Thanks a lot. Greg Wetzel joining us here on the pregame show, on the Sunbury Motor Company pregame show. We'll have more coming up from Christy Mathewson Memorial Stadium, including kickoff on News Radio 1070 WKOK. This is the Sunbury Motors pregame show, and audio streaming is presented by Lackawanna College.
SBC Media Partners presents Shikellamy Braves Football with Kevin Herr and the Chief Dave Ritchie. Shikellamy Braves Football on WKOK Sports.
That was obviously our national anthem with our Lewisburg choir here and members of the band as well.
Kevin, there's a line of people over there.
Waiting to get in.
Do you think that's what it is?
Maybe.
I don't know.
There's your Lewisburg alma mater from Bucknell University, the campus of Bucknell University here in Lewisburg at Christy Mathewson Memorial Stadium and the Pascucci Family Athletic Complex. It is time for Shikellamy Braves football on WKOK and online at WKOK.com. Streaming presented by Lackawanna College as we wrap up the Sunbury Motor Company pregame show. Welcome those of you watching on the WKOK Sports YouTube channel. Don't forget to hit subscribe. When you do that, you'll get notifications of when we become live on the WKOK Sports YouTube channel. And if you missed our pregame interview with Greg Wetzel, you can check that out a little bit later on our YouTube channel as well. Braves team captains coming out in their white jerseys and helmets and maroon pants. And Lewisburg, as we said, in their kind of Green Bay Packer home-looking outfits.
You know, Greg's older than me.
Is that true?
Yeah, Greg graduated in 1971 from Lewisburg. He played for Ray Patios when Ray was up here. And I was the next year, 72. So he's got me by a year.
Lewisburg won the toss. They have elected to defer, so they will do that into the second half. As we wind down here on the final moments of the Sunbury Motors pregame show. Key starters, Xavier Carter is going to be the quarterback. He was 9 of 15 a week ago, 1 touchdown. He's a 6'1", 195 junior. Dane Shuey, we talked about him with Greg Wetzel, 5'11", 215 junior, just 6 carries for 25 yards. They need to really get him going. Jalen Walker will be the wide receiver along with Mitchell Lorenz and Owen Felon. For the Shikellamy Braves, it'll be Brody Raybuck, the 5'11", 225 senior, 15 of 23, 1 interception, 2 touchdowns, 301 yards. Mikey Vaders will be in the backfield along with Luke Keeley from time to time, Gavin Kiefer and Tristan Smith. The receivers will be Thomas Pollock, Bobby Felmy, Corbin Stahl, and Charlie Walter. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is Shikellamy Braves football.
Kicking off for the Dragons, number 4, Jet Jameson.
Getting ready for kickoff here in Lewisburg, week number 2 of the high school football season. The 1-0 Shikellamy Braves getting the ball from the 0-1 Lewisburg Green Dragons. Doing the kicking for Lewisburg will be Jet Jameson, the sophomore. Back deep for the Braves, Pollock on the far side, and it looks as if it will be Vaders to the near side. It's going to be a squib kick, taken by one of the up men at the 25 to the 30, to the 34-yard line, and that'll be about as far as they could advance that one. Ball taken and picked up by Tristan Smith for the Braves.
Obviously, they don't want to kick deep. I think they want to keep the ball out of the playmakers on Shikelamy's team as long as they can. A little bit of I wonder, Kevin, if they've got a little bit. We got half the field that's in sun right now, and I'll bet if you're on the Shikellamy side looking to the west, that probably will be a deterrent as far as being able to see.
There's no question. This is a tough time of day here at Christy Mathewson Memorial Stadium. And as you can see on our WKOK Sports YouTube channel, it does get a little shaded here on the near sideline. Braves moving right to left. There's the play fake coming to the near side, and it will be the 0 of Mikey Vaders.
I think that's one of the few times that Mike has actually got to the line of scrimmage and there was nobody there. But a little bit of misdirection as they ran somebody through to the right and faked to him and gave to Vaders, and did a great job. Of picking up yardage there.
It'll be a 6-yard gain, 2nd down and 4 from the 42-yard line. Again, moving right to left with a split backfield. In the pistol, it'll be Raybuck just in front of his backs. He'll hand it off to Vaders. Vaders got the outside to the 40, to the 45, spins off a tackle, 1st down run, and a gain of 5 to the 46-yard line, 47-yard line of Shikellamy.
You know, Kevin, that's like you got a colt horse, all right, and you finally get him out so he gets out in the pasture and is able to run hard. That's 2 times in a row now that he's had some running room, and I don't think we've really seen him put the afterburners on yet, but I sure would like to see that tonight.
It was close. He almost got the edge on that one. Opening drive for the Braves, their first down of the ball game. Back to pass Raybuck. He has a little bit of time, sets up, fires, complete into the near side to Pollock. Pollock goes to the outside to the 40. In Lewisburg territory, flag flies at the 38-yard line. I don't know if that might be an illegal block, but it also looked like it might have been a little bit of grabbing of the mask there. We'll see what the official calls. It'll be an illegal block against Shikellamy, so that'll nullify that big gain.
You know, you talk about situations where you make a big play and then you end up, losing yardage or having a rough start of it. That was a tough one because Pollock did a nice job of picking up the 1st down plus yardage. So now they're going to have, otherwise it's going to be 1st and 6 or 1st and 5.
It's going to be about 1st and 5. It would have been a 13-yard gain. Well, actually, it would have been about a 15-yard gain.
Well, Thomas Pollock was wide open, and Brody just put it right into his chest.
If he didn't catch it, it was just going to be planted into his chest protector of his pads. Raybuck in the shotgun. Back to pass. Has all day. Now he's going to roll to the right because he sees some turf in front of him. He's going to lean ahead, take on the block to the 45, to the 44-yard line.
Looks like it's going to be 2nd down and less than a yard, Kevin.
So it will be 2nd down and about 1 for the Braves after a 4-yard gain.
Nobody in the backfield with Brody.
Raybuck now with a stiff arm. He's going to break a tackle. Got the 1st down to the 40-yard line. Clock continuing to wind with 10:30 to go.
Couple of linemen on that side missed their block, and Brody made all of that on his own. And I'm looking at big Jake Brzezinski down there. He's slapping his helmet. He said, I should have had that guy. All right, so 1st down. That's 2 first downs in a row for the Braves. Well, we lost the sign. We lost our banner.
That's a banner moment right there. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line of Lewisburg. Raybuck gets the call, gets a block to the outside. Lewisburg contains him, though, and it'll be a loss of 2 on the play. Great defense by the Green Dragons. Mitchell Lorenz, the senior, on the tackle.
Well, Mitchell Lorenz had a terrific game down on Glenn Ressler Stadium against Line Mountain last week. He was basically one of the bright spots in the defense for Lewisburg the entire game, too. And he's a defensive end. Looks like they're playing a 3-5, Kevin.
Does have 3 down linemen on this 2nd down and 10. Raybuck in the shotgun with a sidecar to the right. Back to pass. Has all day with that 3-man rush. Now it breaks down. He's going to fire it. Backdoor pass complete at the 25-yard line. And a nice spin to a turn. They're going to call it incomplete. He didn't complete the catch to Vaders, the intended receiver there. Boy, it was one of those back shoulder passes.
I'm not sure, but I think maybe one of the defender over there might have got a hand in there.
Play action. Raybuck back to pass. Pass is tipped at the line. Incomplete. Almost picked off by Ethan Long.
And guess who tipped it, Kevin? Number 7.
No, and once again, Lorenz in that play.
Well, the Braves are going to have to punt here. Brody's back there, ready to receive the snap. Well, we'll see if the Braves defense can get the job done here. Shikellamy's offense with a great start, 2 first downs. And actually, when Brody got caught behind the line of scrimmage and made it 2nd and 12, they had to throw the ball, and things kind of sputtered. But give Lewisburg's defense a lot of credit. They did a nice job of containing.
Raybuck looking to pin Lewisburg back deep as they punt it away from their own 42. Has some time, puts a foot into it. It will hit at about the 12 to the 8-yard line. Taken by a man to the 8, gets to the 15-yard line, and that'll be a gain of a few for Nick Coleman.
I thought that was pretty dangerous. That ball bounced and came up, and so he was fair game right then. Somebody would have hit him, the ball might have come loose. But it did not. Lewisburg not in the worst field position. They're inside their own 20. But I'm sure they'd like to have a much better starting point at this stage of the game.
First and 10 from the 16. Handoff. First back through, and that one is going to go to Shuey, and Shuey will get to the line of scrimmage and maybe another half a yard at that.
Well, the entire front line did a nice job of neutralizing the blocks. The linebackers stepped in, so you could say that the entire team made a tackle. I see big number 79, Harrison Heckert. I think that's one of the first times we've seen him come in. He's a senior, probably the biggest Shikellamy Brave on the team. Height and weight wise.
Second down and 9. Carter looking over the defense now. He'll be in the shotgun. Braves showing blitz up the middle. They're going to hand it off to Shuey, right side. He's got a hole. He's got the first down, and he's got a few more to go with it, down to the 29-yard line. Nice gain of 12.
Yeah, shades of Milton's Fisher last week. You know, he got through the line of scrimmage, and he took people with him. And that time, you know, it's amazing when you got that forward motion. If you don't wrap your arms or get in front of him, he's going to drag a lot of people with him. And what happened was the Braves fired a linebacker, and when you do that leaves you one less guy beyond the line of scrimmage to make the tackle.
7:52 to go first quarter, no score. Lewisburg on their first possession. The handoff to Shuey again. That time he's met and dropped immediately.
Bryce Broomball.
Yeah, Broomball
Great
right
job.
there to make the play with gain of 1.
We got a Brave down on the line of scrimmage.
And we do have a Shikellamy Brave down. The trainers will come out. We'll take a timeout. 7:39 to go here in the first quarter. It's scoreless between Lewisburg and Shikellamy. This is Braves football on WKOK. Streaming audio presented by Lackawanna College.
The Subaru A Lot to Love event going on now through September 2nd at W&L Subaru. Love all the savings in a capable Crosstrek or tactical Outback, with financing as low as 0% for 72 months and over 380 new Subarus to choose from. Love the all-new Subaru Forester Hybrid, delivering up to 580 miles of range and all the safety features that will make your trips to school or work a breeze. Love a brand you can trust and an experience you won't forget. Offer out 11 in Northumberland and online at WNLSubaru.com.
Chris Arnold, Associate Director with the Building Agency. Texas Roadhouse. Domino's Pizza.
Shikellamy players still down on the field at this moment. As we welcome you back here to Christy Mathewson Memorial Stadium here in Lewisburg. Kevin Herr along with the Chief Dave Ritchie. Braves taking on the Lewisburg Green Dragons here tonight in week number 2 of the high school football season, and getting some help now, getting off is Noah Johnson getting off the field. That's a big loss.
That is not good.
Yep.
Noah plays defensive end, and he's an offensive guard.
That is most definitely a big loss.
And he's been
As I was saying,
basically starting since his freshman year.
I'd like to welcome our guests from down south across the river. Welcome
Second down and 9 for Lewisburg as they were able to convert a first down. This drive started at about the 17-yard line after a pretty good punt from Brody Raybuck. And the Braves drive stalled at the Lewisburg 42. Carter with a straight T formation behind, it's a triple I actually. Coming out to the near side now is Walker. Walker goes nowhere. He's dropped by number 28, Chase Schwartz, the junior. That'll be a loss of 4. It'll bring up 3rd down and 13.
Well, Chase saved Walker made a reverse to come back to his right side, and Chase didn't run away. He was outside backer here. Nice tackle, got him around the knees, slipped down, got his ankles, and threw him for a loss.
Key 3rd down for Lewisburg right now if they want to try and tilt this field the opposite direction with 6:55 and counting to go in a scoreless first quarter between Shikellamy and Lewisburg. Don't forget, coming up sometime tonight, well, it'll be coming up in the postgame, but coming up sometime tonight will be the Shamokin Dam Health Center backbreaker play of the game. Carter, man in motion to the far side, takes the direct snap. 4-man rush, swing pass, covered pretty well and dropped as Coleman picked it up, and then Brody Kurtz finished off the tackle after a gain of about 5. Will bring up a 4th down and 8 and a punting situation for the Green Dragons.
Yeah, Brady playing the corner over did a nice job of reading it. That's one of those, if you read it right, you could step in front of it and take it into the end zone. You know, Brady also is one of the backup quarterbacks too.
back deep for the Braves is number 15.
Well, both teams have moved the ball, and both teams have had to punt after probably about 2 first downs. So
Corbin Stahl back deep for the Shikellamy Braves at about his 30-yard line. Punt coming up from Jamison. He will put his foot into that one, and that one won't quite turn over, but what a spiral and what a drive. All the way down inside the 20 to the 10-yard line. That ball hit at the 15. It didn't turn over, but it didn't have to, Chief.
No, it's a great punt. Did a nice job of actually punting it over Corbin Stahl's head. Corbin was lined up where I would have lined up, thinking where the punt's going to come. And it wasn't one of those high ones either. It was, like you said, that nice spiral that just got down there quick. So, yeah, Lewisburg pinned Shikellamy back on their own 10.
Well, that definitely tilted the field back in favor for Lewisburg after Shikellamy had owned the first few minutes of this game. 5:40 field position-wise, 5:42 to go here in the first quarter. Still no score. Braves are their second possession, and now they'll line up with a shotgun sidecar left for Raybuck. 3 to the far side. That's the short side of the field. They'll send a man in motion. That's Felmy. They'll pitch it to Felmy. Remember, he threw it. Actually, he didn't. Stahl threw it last week, but he can throw it as well. He'll run this time, though, for a gain of 4 to the 15-yard line.
Nice run. That's almost like a pass, isn't it? When you
it is. It's a little bit of a shovel pass, but it is kind of a handoff. It's somewhere in between. If there's not a connection, I guess you would say, where both players touch the ball at the same time, then you call it a forward. You call it a forward pass. But if both players are touching it, that's a handoff. That's the best way to score it. This is a straight handoff to the near side. Plenty of room there, and running for a first down gain of 5 is going to be Luke Keeley.
That's the first time Luke's got his hands on the ball. Remember, he had a couple of nice runs up at Milton. We got Gadiel Valderrama's playing for Noah Johnson at that left guard position, and he also played at the defensive end position after Noah was taken out of here. It looks like a knee or an ankle injury.
Gadiel played a little bit last year for the Braves as well. Raybuck now everybody looking at the wrists with 4:38 to go on a 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line of Shikellamy. Raybuck sends a man in motion. He's going to give it to that man in motion. That's Vaders. Vaders stacked up for a gain of 4 at the 25, but a nice little wide receiver sweep.
Well, what I like about the fact with Vaders is, he didn't try to string it out east and west. He saw the hole and went. I guess that would be north, wouldn't it? The direction
that would be
he's
north,
going right
yes.
now.
Yeah,
So
it's a north and south built stadium here at Christy. By the way, the Bucknell Bison on the road at Air Force. Doug Birdsong will have the call along with Charlie Fisher on WKOK tomorrow at 3. Fake pitch, and then right up the gut, Brody Raybuck to the 30-yard line. They're going to stack him up at the 30. It'll be a gain of 4 as Lewisburg was able to get there with number 11, Todd Dersham, the freshman.
less than a yard. Do you think we're going to have the Raybuck push here?
Oh, it's going to be the Raybuck train. Here comes the locomotive, and he will get the first down to the 31-yard line.
They didn't signal it yet, Kev.
Well, both officials were standing at the 31, so unless they really spot this, yeah, that's a first down. Chains will move with 3:30 to go here in the first quarter. Still scoreless between Lewisburg and Shikellamy. Braves football here on WKOK and the WKOK Sports YouTube channel. Sponsored in part by Nottingham Village, Paul Q. Ross Construction, J.J. Powell, and Mart's Gap View Hunting Preserve. In the pistol with two backs. Raybuck lost the handle, got a good bounce off the turf. He's going to come to the near side, thought about throwing it. Now he's going to run. He's going to end up getting positive yards to the 40, make that the 39-yard line, turned a loss of 7 into a gain of 8.
Well, that's a case where the contain that time, he got around it, all right? You know, I watch a lot of football players, and that gathering and letting the person make the move, it becomes not a part of the game. That, you dive where they were, and they go around you, and that's exactly what Brody did.
Raybuck now with a 1st and 10 and the pistol formation. He'll get the direct snap, take a 3-step drop, has all day. Now there's a little bit of pressure, rolls out from that, gets a good block, still trying to fire downfield, still nobody open. He's going to get upended and sacked, and a loss of 4 on a nice open field tackle. Looked like that was, is that number 16 there, or 15? Is that Luke Evans? I can't quite see. The numbers bunched up a little bit.
Not sure, Kevin.
That might actually be Aiden Bynum, the freshman. Again, the small numbers in the front jersey bunched up, looks like 18.
The thing is,
That's what it was.
There was all the patterns were deep.
Yeah.
There was nobody that was within 10 yards of the line of scrimmage, and no safety valve on that one.
Key 3rd down now with 2:23 and counting in the scoreless first quarter. 3rd down and 6. Raybuck. Nobody there. Back to pass. Sets up. Fires it for Pollock. Pollock dropped it. Incomplete. That'll bring up a 4th down and a punting situation. Good coverage for the Green Dragons there. Xavier Carter on the coverage.
Well, they're covering him tight. You got to give Lewisburg's backfield and defense a lot of credit, because Line Mountain picked them apart in that first half last week.
4th down and 6 from the Shikellamy 35-yard line. 2 deep is Jalen Walker to the far side of the field for Lewisburg at about the 25, 28-yard line.
A drop snap caused all of this.
Yes. There's a good snap, and the punt's away. That one's sidewinding to the Shikellamy sidelines, and boy, that's going to be good field position for Lewisburg. About the 43-yard line is where that went out of bounds. They're actually going to spot it at the 48-yard line as the spot it went out. We'll take a timeout. 2:14 to go in the first quarter. Still scoreless between Shikellamy and Lewisburg. Braves football on WKOK, the WKOK Sports YouTube channel, and streaming audio presented by Lackawanna College.
Looking for something more than just a Sunday routine? At Christ Wesleyan, we're more than a church. We're a family, a place to grow in faith, connect and serve with others. We make a real difference in the world around you. From powerful worship and biblical teaching to small groups, kids and youth, there's something here for every generation. Join us this Sunday in Milton at 9 or 10:45 a.m. or in Sunbury at 10:15 a.m. You can also find us online at cwc.life. Christ Wesleyan, it's where the light is shared with everyone, no matter who you are.
Back here at Bucknell's Christy Mathewson Memorial Stadium, Shuey took the first down, carry off the right side. Vaders just upended him, gain of 0. It'll be 2nd down and 10 as the clock winds with 1:44 to go here in this scoreless first quarter. Second possession for the Green Dragons. They'll go true eye now with Carter under center. Tight fullback behind him. The halfback, it's going to go to Shuey. Shuey will come across and be met by
Avery Karge.
Yeah.
Avery Karge is filling in on defense for Noah Johnson.
First time we've seen him this year, I believe, or at least his first tackle
He probably got in last week at Milton.
It'll be a gain of 4, 3rd down and 6.
Now we have Valderero's back in at that spot.
Gadiel now at the nose, wearing a knee brace on the left knee.
No, that's
that's not.
Hecker.
I'm sorry.
Gadiel's the defensive end.
Yeah, you're right. My apologies. They're going to put pressure up the middle. Handled well. Carter rolling out to the far side. Has some room. He has the first down to the 35-30, 25-20. Bounced out of bounds at the 19-yard line. Vaders in on the tackle, but it was way too late before a 21-yard gain.
Just took a bad angle. Bryce Broomball, flattened out here, but the quarterback got around him. All right, if you're watching, and wow, that's a great job by the quarterback. And
20.
And everybody else had gone back with their receiving assignments, and there was a lot of open field there, Kevin.
Going to correct that 29-yard gain. Goes to the 19-yard line. Lewisburg threatening now inside the red zone for the first opportunity tonight. I formation behind Carter. Handoff is to the first back through. That's the fullback, Bozzella. And he will pick up a few yards, maybe 3 to the 16-yard line. 2nd down and 6. Under 30 seconds left here in this first quarter.
Both backs for Lewisburg have not been what I would call hitting the hole hard and fast. But once they get there, they grind, they keep their feet going, and they pick up yardage.
That'll do it for the first quarter play. Lewisburg in the red zone with a 2nd down and 5 coming up at the 16. You're listening to Shikellamy Braves football on News Radio 1070 WKOK, WKOK Sports YouTube channel, and streaming audio presented by Lackawanna College.
It may be the end of W&L's summer sales event here at Nissan, but we're not cooling off yet. We've still got the best deals in the Susquehanna Valley. Enjoy 0 interest on our 3 hottest SUVs, the classy Murano, sporty Rogue, and the family-friendly Pathfinder. And tackle your tailgate or finish those summer projects in the Nissan Frontier with rates as low as 1.9% for 60 months, plus $3,500 off with Nissan Bonus Cash. Let our team find a hot deal on a cool ride. We're off-road 15 in Shamokin Dam and online at WNLNissan.com.
At Paul Q. Ross Construction, your project isn't just blueprints and lumber. It's the fulfillment of your dream. From additions and remodels to custom homes, outdoor living spaces, and more, we walk with you every step of the way, making the progress stress-free and exciting.
This is Paul at Construction.
Ready to bring your vision to life? Go with the best.
Welcome back to Christy Mathewson Memorial Stadium here in Lewisburg at the Pascucci Family Athletics Complex. It'll be a 2nd down and 5 at the Shikellamy 16-yard line to start the second quarter here for the Green Dragons as they are in the red zone. The first opportunity for either team from the red zone tonight. They'll go I formation with Carter and 2 backs behind him. Looks like the deep back might be Coleman this time. They're going to go to Coleman off the left side. He has the corner. He has the end zone. Touchdown. Troy Zerman.
It may be the end of W&L's summer sales event.
For Nick Coleman, the 5'8", 160 senior, and he's on the plus side for yardage of the year on his carries.
Well, they made it look easy, Kevin. Really a nice job sealing everybody inside. Linebackers didn't get back. Corner came up, got caught inside, and he did the rest. I got a couple of stats here, but I guess we'll wait and see what happens after the extra point.
We'll hang on for the extra point, and then we'll come back with the stats after that. Jamison ready for the extra point, sets down. The kick is up, high enough, long enough, and inside the collegiate narrow uprights. Good. 11:54 to go here in the half. Lewisburg strikes first, 7-0 over Shikellamy. This is Shikellamy Braves football on News Radio 1070 WKOK. Streaming with the WKOK Sports YouTube channel and audio streaming presented by Lackawanna College.
It's the Kia Sportage Blowout event at Sunbury Motors Kia. Take advantage of 0% APR for 48 months on 2025 Kia Sportages or 0.9% APR for 48 months on 2025 Sportage Hybrids. They're going fast. Get 1.9% APR for 48 months on the newly designed 26 Sportage LX models starting under $33,000.
Lewisburg strikes first with a touchdown run from 16 yards out for Coleman. Here comes the kick. It will be a squib kick taken by one of the up men quickly and dropped down just as fast. That was Chase Schwartz who hops on that one at the 43-yard line where Shikellamy will take over. You have some of those first quarter stats, Chase.
Yes, Steve Williams brought over first quarter running stats. Xavier Carter had one rush for 29 yards, and that was the quarterback coming around the end. Dane Shuey had 5 rushes for 19 yards. David Bosella had 1 for 4, and Jalen Walker had 1 for -3. So not the best, but we also navigate Coleman in the second quarter at a 16-yard run for a touchdown.
Braves with the football now, and a good opportunity here with some outstanding field position as Lewisburg tried to kick away from the speed. Raybuck now takes it. He gets met right at the 45-yard line, stacked up and pushed backwards. Nice little open field tackle. That was again Aiden Bynum there, the freshman, who's stepping up to play some good positions
Lewisburg's defense has been phenomenal. It's like, they did a nice job scouting the Braves all last and practiced well last week. So the Braves are, I think, on their heels a little bit here, Kevin.
Have not been really able to get a running game going since that first drive. Now they're going to hand it off right between the tackles. Pushing his way through is Keeley. He'll come up with another 2 yards, but he'll still bring up a 3rd down and 6 from the Shikellamy 48-yard line.
Braves rushing in that first quarter. Mickey Vaders had 3 rushes for 16 yards. Brody Rakebuck had 7 for 16 yards. Keeley had 1 rush for 6, and Bobby Felmy had 1 for 5.
Passing situation now. Lewisburg knows it. They're going to back everybody up in those 5 linebackers. Raybuck gets the direct snap and a whistle. There was time on the play clock yet. I did not see a flag come down. Well, it came down from the back judge.
It's against
So it is
Shikellamy.
going to be a false start against Shikellamy. That came from the judge on the far side of the field about the 30-yard line. So it had to be one of the receivers that moved a little early. Bring up 3rd down and 11 now for the Braves. Now they'll wind the clock with 10:44 to go in the half. Lewisburg leading at 7-0. Shikellamy 3rd and long, converted on a big 3rd and long a week ago. Here comes the pressure. Raybuck tries to roll out. He is dropped at the 29-yard line. The pressure came from Mitchell Lorenz, and the outside linebacker picked up his first sack of the season, and it was a big one.
He's not the outside linebacker. He's the defensive end, all right? And he just went right around Shikelamy's tackle and guard on that side, used his speed. Actually, he went in between the guard and the tackle. Wow.
And they list him as an outside linebacker, but you're right. He's kind of playing defensive tackle at that moment, which is unusual for that.
Well, they call them defensive ends in this situation.
Well, yeah,
they're the ones that have contained.
He's kind of a defensive end slash
like everybody
linebacker.
in college puts their fastest person there,
True.
it seems.
They'll get it away. Brody with a line drive that takes a good bounce and it rolls right between the Lewisburg returners back to the 9-yard line. Picked up at the 9 and running around trying to find a block. He got a block. Now he's going to go backwards. Spun down at the 4-yard line and they'll bring him at the 6. The returner that time, Jalen Walker, just couldn't get anything going, and the Braves just swallowed him up with some good pursuit. Finally tackled there by Broombaugh. Good to see him back then.
It did a nice job of slowing him down, all right? A couple of guys lunged at him and fell, but they made him change direction, and everybody else caught up, and he just kept losing yardage.
That was almost a 60-yard punt.
Yeah, well, he got a nice bounce.
Well, he did. He got a really good roll.
Heck of a bounce.
He got a really good roll. Elias Rojas also in on that tackle as the Braves were trying to get things stopped up. So Lewisburg with the ball at their own 6-yard line. That might have been the first real mistake we've seen Lewisburg make here so far. Carter under center, I formation, the triple I. And maybe a yard or two for the first back through Long. And Long will be met there by Broombaugh for the tackle to be a gain of 1, 2nd down and 9.
Braves have been a pretty decent job at tackling between the offensive tackles on Lewisburg's side. They've gotten burnt twice now if they tried to run, it seems, first time the right side, second time for the touchdown on the left side.
You know, a defensive stand here could open up the door for the Shamokin Dam Health Center backbreaker play of the game, because Lewisburg's really, since that first possession, kind of owned the field position, really. Here comes the pressure up the middle from Raybuck. Carter fires it up. He's got a man, and it is incomplete. Pass intended for Coleman, knocked out of his hands by Vaders.
He had Vaders beat, but Vaders did a nice job of staying with him, and when the ball got to him, he just knocked it out. That was a nice thrown ball too, Kevin. I was right on target.
Mikey right there at the last second to get his hands up there, and you're right, that ball was thrown right on. It might have been thrown just a little bit short, but I'll tell you, that was a 45-yard pass, so you can't ask for much more from Carter, the junior.
This is a big play here, Kevin.
Huge 3rd down and 9, because if you can at least give yourself at least 5 yards here, it puts your punter not in the end zone.
Well, let's watch the draw, quarterback draw.
And we're going to have a timeout by Lewisburg. Yeah. 8:42 to go here in the half. Lewisburg with a 3rd and 9 when we return, leading at 7-0. This is Shikellamy Braves football on News Radio 1070 WKOK. Line with the WKOK Sports YouTube channel and audio streaming presented by Lackawanna College. The Christy Mathewson Memorial Stadium here in Lewisburg. Kevin Herr along with the Chief Dave Ritchie, our entire WKOK Sports broadcast team, and our WKOK Sports YouTube channel technical director Ryan McDonald doing a great job for us tonight. Riley McDonald on the camera up here at Christy Mathewson Memorial Stadium with the great views as the sun sets behind us, and now the field fully in shade for this 3rd down and 9. 4 quicks in the pattern. Ball in the near hash mark, moving right to left, and Lewisburg jumped. That's going to be 5. Well, not
half
quite
distance,
5. Not
yeah.
quite 5. 2.5. As it's inside the 10-yard line. The ball spotted at the 9.
Actually, I think they're on the 8, Kevin. All right.
Oh, okay.
Hey, we're on TV.
Well, and a reminder, if you're watching us on the WKOK Sports YouTube channel, don't forget to click subscribe, and then you'll find out every time we go live. And when we do special things like we did earlier tonight with the pregame show, we had a little interview with Greg Wetzel, who was a longtime play-by-play voice of the Lewisburg Green Dragons for us on Sunbury Broadcasting Corporation stations. Now the athletic director here in Lewisburg. Here comes the direct snap to Coleman. Coleman will lob one up. Braves have good coverage out through his intended receiver that time, Jalen Walker, and that'll bring up 4th down and a bunch from about the 5, make the 4-yard line.
Well, if you're the Braves, I know they're going to be punting from their own end zone, but I would be more I feel better if they try to get a return, all right?
Yeah.
And don't make any mistakes like rough the punter.
Well, back deep for the Braves is Corbin Stahl. Stahl will have a chance to give the Braves outstanding field position with loads of time and all 3 timeouts here in this 2nd quarter.
If I were Corbin, I think I'd be back a little bit farther.
Maybe, because
especially after that last kick by...
Yeah, Jamison put his foot into one. This one hangs up a little bit and is short. Hits it about the 25 to the 30. Picked up at the 35 because it bounced right to him, and then a spun-down tackle by Jalen Walker at the 31-yard line gives the Braves a 1st and 10 at the 31 in a key drive to get back in this one.
Yeah, this is the best field position they've had. They've been down here before when they were getting a couple of 1st downs, but they just have to, basically Lewisburg's taken the passing game away. They've taken it right away from the Braves.
Braves football on WKOK, sponsored in part by Countryside Landscaping Service, Shikellamy Football, Cheer Boosters, and Add One. Brody now looks over the defense with 4 receivers, 1 back. He'll take the direct snap. He'll look for an out pattern, but Stahl slipped and fell, so that one falls incomplete. That'll give us an opportunity to bring you our rules of the game presented by Wiest, Benner, and Rice. 1st and goal from the defense's 6-yard line. The pylon properly placed at the team goal line. The offense fumbles the ball. It deflects off the pylon, bounces back to the defense at the 2-yard line. What's the call? Think about that one.
I
We'll
will.
give it
You're
to you shortly.
going to have to read it to me again because I was watching down on the field. I didn't listen to you.
Keeley goes out. Now they're going to hand it right up the middle. Vaders picks up a couple to the 30-yard line. It'll be a 3rd down and 8 for the Shikellamy Braves from their own, or from the Lewisburg 30-yard line. And I would have to believe this is 4-down territory here.
Yeah, I would think so too, Kevin.
Braves coming to the line now. They are not going to huddle up on this one. They're all going to get the numbers from the sideline. Look at the play. Look at the play on their wristbands. And they'll get lined up here on 3rd down with 9 on the play clock and 7:49 to go in the half. Raybuck hands it off, trying to turn the corner, and turning the corner is Vaders. He's to the 20, to the 15, and knocked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. And that one is a gain of 17.
I have to give John Schaefer a lot of credit at being the offensive coordinator. I mean, you would believe that Lewisburg was expecting the pass, and he just came back to the right side with an off-tackle run, and Vader ran through one tackle, and once he got out in the open, he ran through another one. So nice gain by Mickey Vaders.
Shotgun now, or actually pistol formation for Raybuck on 1st and 10 in the red zone for the first time tonight. They'll fake the flip, now go to Pollock at the 10, gets to the inside, breaks a tackle. Now he's looking for some blockers all the way to the near side to the 10. Has his jersey almost ripped off to the 5 before they finally spin him out of bounds. They'll spot him at the 6-yard line.
Do you think that Thomas Pollock has grease on his uniform?
I'll tell you what, Thomas, he did the patented Pollock spin. He sidesteps, does another sidestep, spins, twirls, has his jersey ripped off.
I thought he was going to lose yardage there right after he caught it because he came back, but he went right across the field again and picked up 6 yards or 7 yards.
2nd down and short. Raybuck looking, he was going to throw it, now he runs it. He's going to have to stiff arm, drop for a loss.
They can't get around the end. There again, I think is that number 29 that made the tackle. I mean,
it might have been. It might have been. It might have been 28, Ethan Long.
Yeah, it might have been. They just do a nice job of not giving any team the corner here.
That'll be a loss of about 5, bringing up 3rd down and 9 from the Lewisburg 13-yard line. Raybuck back split behind him, sends Vaders out to the far side. Now he'll come back across, give it to Vaders on the counter, breaks a tackle to the 10, fumble the football! And it looked like maybe Shikellamy hopped on it at the 10-yard line, and they do.
Yeah,
it's
Charlie Walter.
Charlie
Walter picked it up.
28.
It looked like he was going to get a lot more yardage than that. Yeah, it might have been. They just do a nice job of not giving.
It'll be 4th down and about 6 now, and a timeout by Shikellamy. That'll give us a chance to follow up on our rules of the game presented by Weiss Better and Rice, LLC.
Give it to me again.
All right, it's 1st and goal from the defense's 6-yard line. So you're going in.
Yeah.
The pylon's properly placed on the goal line. The offense fumbles the ball, deflects off the pylon, bounces back to the defense's 2-yard line. What's the call?
Who got the ball? I mean, did somebody recover it?
Does it matter?
It can't be a touchdown because he wasn't touching the pylon with the ball.
Are you ready?
Yeah, I guess.
Here's the answer. The ball's dead. It'll be 1st and 10 for the team's defense from the 20-yard line. Because once it hits the pylon, it's considered
I thought it was going to be a defense
It's considered
ball.
in the end zone.
Oh, that's it's considered a touchback.
When you need help with rules of the law, contact Weiss Better and Rice. They'll guide you through personal injury, accident injury, divorce, family and estate law, civil and human rights, and criminal law. Call 570-286-4022 and help them help you avoid penalties.
Well, Ryan DePhillips is on the field to attempt a 26-yard field goal.
This is a good angle at 26 on the near hash mark with these narrow goalposts. This will be his first collegiate-style goal, or kick, rather. That one up, and it does get across the crossbar. Good. 26-yard field goal is good for DePhillips, his first of the season, now 1 for 2 on the year. And with 5:54 to go here in the half, it is Lewisburg 7, Shikellamy 3. And to me, Chief, that's a win for the Green Dragons.
Yeah, I think the defense is going to come off the field feeling pretty good because they were kind of like inside their 10-yard line twice, and they just basically held them, got a couple of tackles for losses, and you come away with a field goal. Shikellamy, those got to be, they got some points. They didn't come away empty. I'm sure everybody would like to see the touchdown, but 3 is better than none, Kevin.
That's exactly right. Shikellamy Braves football on the WKOK Sports YouTube channel, sponsored in part by J.J. Powell, March Gap View Hunting Preserve, E.H. Kleckner, and W&L Mazda, Nissan, and Subaru. Coming up later on tonight in the post-game show on the radio, you'll hear the Shamokin Dam Health Center backbreaker play of the game. The play we think changed the complexion of this game for the winning team.
So Thomas Pollock's going to kick off.
Yes.
He's not a bad kid to have back there at safety, is he?
No.
On the kickoff.
No, he'll run somebody down. Pollock ready to boot the ball from just about the center of the field. And it'll be a line drive kick hitting about the 25, taken at about the 18. Now to the 20, to the 30, down to the outside. Perez has the corner and just gets tripped up at about the 36-yard line by Tristan Yarger.
That's a nice tackle. I mean, he looked like he was going to get around Yarger, and Yarger went for his legs and pulled him down. Better field position this time for the Green Dragons. Going to start on their own 36-yard line.
Lewisburg leading at 7-0 here on WKOK and the WKOK Sports YouTube channel. We remind you, if you're watching tonight, make sure you click subscribe. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Carter will have the triple I formation behind him. No receivers, all running backs. He'll take the snap, goes to the deep back, and he will actually fall under his own power.
Well, he ran into a bunch of white jerseys,
yes, he did.
And he tried to do a little move to the side, I believe, and he ended up going down. So that's a loss of 4 yards, I think, right,
Yeah,
Kev?
Perez, the freshman, losing 4 on that one. Well, I think what happened was the middle got jammed up, and you had those 2 blockers in front, the 2 fullbacks, and they just, everybody kind of got jammed up, including, and the other problem was they had a guard pulling who pulled pretty deep into the backfield.
He might have tripped over that guard's legs. So.
He was pretty deep in the backfield. He didn't take that one step sideways. Now they're going to send a receiver in motion to the near side. They're going to run the reverse to it. Coming over to the near side now is Coleman. Coleman to the outside, tripped up for a moment, but still on his feet as he hits the 43-yard line. That will be a nice gain of 11, make that 9. And it'll bring up a 3rd down and short, 3rd down and about 4.
They did a nice job of blocking the man out here that was supposed to stay home. And Coleman's got some pick up and go too. He scored that touchdown and breezed in there. And he was maybe 1 step away from taking that one to distance.
Yeah, he was very, very close. Lewisburg moving left to right on this 3rd down and 4 from their own 43. They're going to send a man in motion. That's Coleman to the far side. He's going to take the direct snap as the quarterback, and he will complete it in the middle to Felon. And Felon will get down to the 39-yard line. It will be a big gain on the play.
Nice job. He found the open spot in the zone, and the quarterback hit him. I think that was a one-man pattern as far as who he was going to throw to. That's the same. That's almost the same pass area that Milton took advantage of with the Braves. You know, he basically got in between 3 guys playing zone defense and laid it right in there.
18 yards on the reception. Under 4 minutes to go here in the first quarter. 7-3 Lewisburg. Lewisburg playing well here tonight. Big rebound from last week's first half. And the handoff to Shuey. Shuey has a lot of room there to run, and he rumbles his way down to the 34-yard line, gain of 5.
Willie Bender made the tackle, but he was rolling backwards with that block, and you know, that good push that time by the offensive line for Lewisburg. Actually, they've been doing a pretty good job all evening long.
Coming up, we'll have a look at scorers from around the region. You can check it out, too, on the WKOK.com scoreboard. Carter Two backs behind him. He'll straight drop. Pressure's coming. Baez had a chance to get him. Missed him. Broke a tackle. Fires it downfield. Incomplete. There was a receiver in the area, Walker, but I'll tell you what, Carter just somehow avoided the sack and just threw it away and way away.
That's a nice job of stepping out of the tackle there. And the Braves are lucky because if he would have seen Walker earlier, Walker was wide open. I just think he got rid of it so he didn't take the sack.
I think you're right. And you're right, Walker was open short. He went deep with it instead.
It would have been at about the 18-yard line, and that's enough for a first down.
Clock stop with 3:09 to go. 3rd down and 5. Probably 4-down territory here for Lewisburg, although Jamison has a leg. I just don't know if he's got one that long. I formation, fullback tight to the quarterback. Here comes the pitch to Coleman. Coleman's going to get the edge. He's going to be in trouble. And a nice job by Vaders to stop it for a gain of about 3 and shove him out of bounds.
You know, the tough part about that when you get over there, when you go out of bounds, you hit that all-weather track, and that time Coleman went down pretty hard, but he bounced up. He's coming back here. Is he a freshman, did you say?
Coleman is a senior.
Senior, okay. I'd do the exact same thing if I were coach. I'd run that same play.
Just run it to the near side, which is the wide side this time.
Yeah.
4th down and 2 at the 34-yard line. Don't forget, coming up tomorrow, the normal team that plays here on Saturdays will be playing at Air Force. Doug Birdsong, Charlie Fisher have the call. The Bucknell Bison taking on Air Force from Colorado. Made that flight this morning, actually. I didn't, but they did.
They took a lot of time off that time clock.
Yeah, 4 seconds. They may have to use the timeout
they
here.
Did.
And no, Shikellamy used the timeout. So Shikellamy takes the timeout with 3:01 to go. By the way, airtime tomorrow Eastern is 3 p.m., 3:30 for kickoff for Air Force and Bucknell. Penn State taking on Nevada. That's on Eagle 107 and Eagle107.com. The airtime there is 2 o'clock for the tailgate show. Steve and Jack take to the air for the game at 3:30.
Kevin, I wonder why the Braves called timeout.
I was surprised about that myself when the timeout came out.
Lewisburg came out with a pretty tight offensive set. It looks like they weren't going to put anybody out wide, so I was expecting they would run the ball. That reverse, that's a patented Jim Roth play
very much so, yeah.
And we used to call it the counter crisscross, and just a nice job of executing it. That was the big play in this series for Lewisburg.
Lewisburg with a 4th down and 3 at the 34-yard line. There'll be 3 receivers to the near side now.
We better get somebody over here.
Lewisburg got somebody on late, that's why. Here comes the pitch to the near side to Coleman. Got some blockers. He's going to stretch it out to the 30, breaks a tackle to the 25, dropped out of bounds late for a 15-yard penalty to add on to it.
Horse collar.
That is a nice gain to the 21-yard line. It'll be 13 on the carry, a first down, and we'll see exactly what the penalty call is, but I'm sure it's going to be an additional 15.
They had him by the shoulder pads and threw him down. Personal foul.
It is a horse collar, Chief. You were right on the money.
I always thought that was a horrible penalty anyway. You know, I know it's to prevent somebody from getting hurt.
It is, and it's tough when you're but again, if you're a coach, you're telling people be in position so you're not reach tackling at that point.
So this is going to be interesting here. Lewisburg's been able to run the ball around the end, and again, even down here I might try that, but it doesn't look like they're going to do that here.
Shuey is the deep back. He's got a blocker in front of him as well in Bozzella, big senior there. They're going to go to Shuey. Shuey off the right side across the 10 to the 8-yard line. On the tackle for the Braves, Willie Bender. It'll be a gain of 3. We'll bring up, there is two volleyball players of a Penn State football player who went into the NFL, and the name right now escapes me as I want to talk about it. Nevertheless, back to pass Coleman. Looks into a wide open receiver, Jalen Walker, and it's good for the touchdown. His first receiving touchdown of the season from 8 yards out, and Lewisburg takes a 13-3 lead.
Well, They made it look easy, Kevin. You know, they were able to make a big play when they needed it. They had the sweep by Coleman to get around the end the first time. They had the great pass that was dropped right into the zone between three of the Shikellamy defenders. And then, of course, the sweep on this side by Coleman and the horse collar took him down there. And he was wide open. There was nobody around him when Walker got the ball. No good.
The extra point is no good, as you said. Braves trail it by 10.
See, I was actually watching the play. I wasn't on my phone, Kevin.
Well, it's there it is. Jaravicius. His two daughters, Joe Jaravicius, of course, a Penn State standout, played in the NFL as well. His two daughters play volleyball.
He was a wide receiver, wasn't
yes,
he?
I believe so, yes, if my memory serves.
Well, the Braves are down 10.
I went to the Google.
Horton box.
The Horton box.
Well, Coach Horton knew a lot of stuff.
Yes, he did.
You know, a lot of
and some of it was right.
Yeah, and that's what we call it. If you have to go on Google.
Squib kick, taken on a hop at the 28 to the 30 to the 40 to the 45. Ooh. Oh wow, a big stick, and the ball got loose. Lewisburg said, but the officials say that he was indeed down. Tristan Smith on the return. Braves football on WKOK, sponsored in part by Purdy Insurance. And I'm sure the people right now at the Northumberland #1 fire company is laughing at the Horton box thing. They're proud sponsors of WKOK football, along with Shamokin Dam Health Center, Lackawanna College, and Midtown Bistro. So the ball just beyond the Shikellamy 45-yard line with 2:01 to go. Braves trail it by 10. Really need to put a ball in the end zone here before half because they're going to give the ball away to Lewisburg to start the second half. Raybuck all by himself, back to pass. He's going to look long downfield. He's looking for Pollock. Unloads. Pollock double covered. Just overthrew him by about a step. Pollock had a step on both of the defenders. If that ball was on the money, he was long gone.
Kevin, Lewisburg has 8 defenders on the pass right now. They've got the 5 linebackers and they've got the 3 defensive backs, and it's basically 8 on 3 or 8 on 4.
They bring a tight end to the middle of the field. It should be open.
We haven't really thrown to the middle of the field too much, Kev.
One time tonight. Back to pass Raybuck. He'll fire it to the out, and it is caught, and a beautiful catch by Corbin Stahl at the marker. Gain of 11 on first down.
Well, they've got 1:48 to go. Can you see they got one timeout left?
One timeout remaining.
So,
and Chief, this is what they work on at the end of practice, the 2-minute drill and how to get down the field in 2 minutes or less. This is the way they end every Thursday practice. Pistol formation, 2 backs behind Raybuck. Sends Stahl in motion to make it 3 backs back there. Back to pass. Raybuck, he's looking long. He's got all day. Now he's going to run, looking for a block. He's going to take it himself to the 40. He's going to be just short of the first down marker, gain of 9 at the 36-yard line. Braves are going to come right to the football with 1:30 to go. Make their subs around. 2 receivers near, 2 far. Raybuck gets the snap, looking to the near side. Stahl on the out pattern, tries to make a sliding catch, and he can't do it. Incomplete at the 25-yard line. Clock stop of the 1:19.
You know, last week they were making those catches. This week it seems that they've been getting hit in the shoulder pads and the ball's bouncing out. Well, still a chance here. We've still got 1:19. It's 3rd and 1. So do you get the first down and spike the ball? You know,
I think you consider that. Yeah,
you have to.
I think it depends on what happens on this play. I mean, you'd have to get first down and maybe a couple extra yards, too. Raybuck in the shotgun. He's going to take it himself. He's going to have the first down. He's going to get those couple extra yards. Still pushing the pile across the 30 to the 29-yard line, and that's where whistles will stop him at the 29 and a gain of 7. And they're going to come right to the line.
Yeah, that was pure drive. They should spike it here, I would think.
Raybuck under center, and it is going to be a spike. And
I should have been a fortune teller.
Well, listen, that's the first time they've been under center all night. So, yeah.
But I said, are they going to get the first down and then spike it? And they
that's
did.
True. That's true.
You got to give me credit once in a while, Kevin.
All right.
I know I was just a big tackle, all right, that lumbered down the field once in a while. But after 50-some years, I'm starting to understand the game a little bit.
You're starting to get it?
Yeah, I'm starting to get it.
Listen, if you can get me the Powerball numbers for tomorrow, that would be nice.
That's not a football thing, Kevin.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize your knowledge was limited. Your oracleness was limited. Back to pass, Raybuck. Raybuck swings it out. Complete to Vaders, who just got drilled. Vader's going to get up slowly. He got hit hard by Ethan Long. And
that's going to be a penalty.
That could be a targeting call.
Yeah, well, it's going to be a penalty because he started celebrating after he made the tackle. That's 15 yards.
Well, that would be 15 yards, and Vaders is down, and the trainers are out there. Let's see what the call is. It was a late flag, and it could be a taunting call.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
The guy that made the tackle, after he made the tackle, he came over and started, putting his arms in the air and beating his chest, all right?
Well, the officials are going to talk this one over. Veteran crew here.
We're on here, Kevin.
Thank you.
Well, if they're gonna call somebody, if they make the first down signal after they make the first down,
they're waving it off.
They're waving it off.
Yeah, they're waving the flag off, so that's not going to be a 15-yard penalty, and it will remain with the ball spotted where it is. They did get the helmet off of Mikey Vaders then after the gain of 4.
I'm just not sure. There's a lot of stuff goes on that the kids watch in college and they watch in the pros. But, this year the PIAA is that you can't use the gun signal. You can't use the bow symbol.
Yep.
And that stuff.
Well, and a lot of that they had been doing, they've instituted at other levels. The PIAA is now taken themselves as we welcome you into the broadcast booth here on the WKOK Sports YouTube channel. Nice sunset here tonight. It's now a little bit past sunset here in Lewisburg, as you can look on the campus of Bucknell University and Christy Mathewson Memorial Stadium. And as Vaders now gets to sitting up, he'll get a little assistance to get to his feet, and he'll walk off under his own power.
The way he was hit, I would almost guess that might have been one that knocked the wind out of him.
Could very well have done that, yeah.
We'll see if he comes back in second half.
Get a look at some of the puffy clouds in the sky here tonight. And, did you see the launch the other night from Wallops?
No.
I did get a chance to see it. You could see the water vapor, or the vapors.
I didn't even know it was going on.
Yeah, I followed it for a couple of nights before it finally went off. About 10:45, I think it was Wednesday night. Raybuck with the shotgun snap, has time down the middle of the field, complete to Pollock. Pollock at the 15. Pollock down to the 12-yard line, has the first down. That'll stop the clock with 41.8 to go, and the Braves will quickly come to the ball at the 12-yard line. Raybuck under center, and a timeout by Lewisburg. They will use one of their two. And I'll tell you what, it looked as if Raybuck was again under center, and he was going to do the spike.
Might have fooled him this time.
Well, that could be.
I like that pass. They brought Pollock into the middle, okay?
Yep.
Only 10 yards down the field. And after Thomas got the ball, even though he runs back towards the line of scrimmage, it seems he gets an angle, and then he ends up, picking up more yardage.
Look in the distance to the left. You'll see the chapel, Weber.
All I see is that great big light there in the middle.
There is a great big light in the middle.
Yeah.
You're right. The new lights here at Christy are very reminiscent, resemble, I should say, what Shikellamy has in now, and most of the high schools have in. They're very directed, so you don't lose a lot of light.
Sometimes if you're on the sidelines, it looks dark
out
there,
does.
but it's not when you're on the field. Everything is lit up.
Absolutely right.
I can't see the time on the clock, Kevin.
41.8 remaining.
Okay, plenty of time here. Thank you, Ryan. It's right there on the screen in front of me. And
See,
over
if you were on the WKOK Sports YouTube channel, you'd know that. Raybuck back to pass. Nope, he's going to run it himself to the left, to the 10, to the 5, breaks a tackle to the 2, to the 1. Did he get in? Touchdown, Shikellamy! 33.2 remaining, and Raybuck takes it in from 13. Yeah.
Everything
Well,
is
we might
lit
try
up.
a absolutely
Instant
right.
replay again here, Kev.
Well, we'll see if we can
I
get
can't
you
see
that
the time on the clock, Kevin.
41 play, one more time on the run by Raybuck. The extra point's coming up,
There
and
it
this
is.
one's a big one.
And it came off. we're going to get it. Ryan's going to get this before we're done.
Ryan McDonald, our technical director tonight on the WKOK Sports YouTube channel. Riley McDonald, our camera operator tonight. Ryan DePhillips in for the extra point.
Big extra point.
It is absolutely a big one. Snaps good, sets down. The kick is up, high enough, long enough, and it is good.
Everything about that worked. There was a great snap, great placement of the ball, and nice kick. He probably could have made it from like 25 yards.
So once again, the Braves have tightened it up now, 13-10 on the Raybuck run from 13 yards out. Braves were able to score twice now. Lewisburg with 2 touchdowns and a missed extra point. Right now, the separation in the ball game with 33.2 to go. Shikellamy and Lewisburg both with 1 timeout remaining should they decide to utilize that.
All right, Kevin, what would you do here? Not kick it deep, kick it medium?
I'd kick it medium.
I'm not going to kick it like we did before on sides, but you got to get at least to the 30.
I'd kick it to the 30-yard line, to the right or left side, where you can't run, where the back guys or the up men can't run up and grab it easily.
Yep.
And it is going to be Pollock here that will do it.
Well, I think after last week, I think they have Thomas in there, as a safety valve.
And he'll come up, and it will be a squib near the near side, taken by one of the up men at the 22-yard line. It's Coleman, not really the guy you want to kick it to. He's going to get to the 30, break a tackle to the 40, the 45, to the 50, to the Shikellamy 45-yard line.
We don't have an answer for that young man.
That's not the guy you want to kick it to.
No, I mean, every time he touches the ball, he reminds me of Thomas Pollock. Nobody ever gets a good hit on him.
Now, Lewisburg with 1 timeout and 22.7 to go. They're going to have to try and take a deep shot here.
Or give it to
Coleman.
Coleman and let him run around the end.
He was the big concern for a lot of the coaching staff, Coleman and Walker both.
And Walker down here towards us is split out to the left side of their lineup.
Back to pass, looking to time as Carter rolls out, running out of time. He's going to lob one up, and it is incomplete. Almost intercepted by Pollock. And wait, did they get the interception? It might have been off the deflection.
Yeah, it was.
Corbin Stahl picks it up.
Yep.
Off of the deflection, Stahl grabs it, falls at the 4-yard line. It'll be Shikellamy ball with 12.2 to go.
Heads up. I mean, nice job, I think, that time. Was that Vader or was it Pollock? Pollock knocks it up. And, why, gosh, he was falling down over the guy and he caught the ball.
Unbelievable catch for the interception. First pick of the ball game for the Braves defense. And with 12.2 to go in 1 timeout, now will the Braves take a shot deep?
Listen, I would be happy to go in at halftime down 3.
Yeah.
All right.
I totally agree with that.
But we have another player down over here.
It's a Lewisburg player down on the at about the 47-yard line.
It wasn't the quarterback, was it? Because I took my eyes off of him when he heaved that ball. Thomas Pollock, I said, is a playmaker. All right. Well, so is Corbin Stahl. All right. He's played at position back there at safety since he was a freshman 3 years ago. When he was 14 years old. Now he's probably 16, okay? It is the quarterback.
I don't see him on the sideline, and I don't see him on the field right now.
He might have got hit as he was throwing the ball.
He might have gotten hit right at the last second.
Well, folks, if you don't think Lewisburg and Shikellamy don't hit hard.
And it is.
It is.
It definitely is.
These kids play tough, and I'm not talking about cheap shots.
No,
they do a nice job of trying to put people down.
And it's his left arm right now that he looks like is hanging there.
Either that, or he's just
or it might just be. Yeah, I was going to say it might be a combination of things, and just his left arm.
Well,
hanging.
The good thing is he'll get to halftime to see what happens.
And the Braves are going to smartly take a knee here with 12.2 to go and take us to the halftime. And before we get to our halftime break, we'll pause for station identification as well. So Raybuck now under center for only the second time tonight, takes the snap and will kneel on it. So let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is Shikellamy Braves football.
After the first half of play, the Dragons lead 13-10.
Halftime here at Christy Mathewson Memorial Stadium in Lewisburg in the Pascucci Family Athletics Complex. It is Lewisburg 13, Shikellamy 10, and the Green Dragons will have the ball to start the second half, leading it by 3. The halftime report coming up with scores from around the area and a recap of the stats. This is Shikellamy Braves football on News Radio 1070 WKOK, on the WKOK Sports YouTube channel, and audio streaming courtesy.
My favorite part is the staff, and the aides are wonderful, and they treat us so well. We're always doing things, playing games. I think they're playing volleyball right now.
I love Nottingham. It's the third nursing home I've worked at. Nottingham truly treats you like a family. They really are concerned with what's going on with you. There's nothing like being with the residents. I mean, you're a part of their lives now. You actually become part of their family on more than one occasion.
Troy Zerman, head coach, meet my team. Trevor Mitros, tight end.
James Stokes, linebacker.
Brian Janelle, quarterback.
Tyler Undercuffler, wide receiver.
Gabe, running back.
At Zimmerman Motors, the Jeep capital of Central PA, we're catching all the incentives. See the huge savings online. So stop in and see why people have been coming from all over the region to Zimmerman's Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram in Sunday. We're your one-stop shop. Call us at 988 Jeep or visit us online at ZimmermanJeep.com.
1,300 acres of prime hunting ground. Corporate hunts, sporting clays, continental shoots. Complete your visit with overnight accommodations now available. We are Martz's Gap View Hunting Preserve.
Come let us start your family traditions here at Martz's. Come check us out.
Quality ringneck pheasant hunting. Martz's.com.
Sports YouTube channel. Welcome back to Christy Mathewson Memorial Stadium. Shikellamy trailing Lewisburg by a score of 13-10 here on WKOK Sports YouTube channel. Welcome into the broadcast booth. Kevin Herr along with the Chief, Dave Ritchie, who's getting ready to give us some halftime stats here in just a minute. And don't forget, we'll have the Shamokin Dam Health Center backbreaker play of the game. So when we wrap up here on the WKOK Sports YouTube channel, make sure you click on to WKOK and you'll be able to hear it as well, streaming at WKOK.com and all of our apps, iHeartRadio app. You can also listen to the Odyssey app, TuneIn Radio, and on the SBC app as well. Coming up tomorrow on the radio and our apps, Bucknell football. The Bison take on Air Force, that from Colorado. Doug Birdsong, Charlie Fisher have the call on WKOK. 13-10, Lewisburg leading Shikellamy here at the half as the Shikellamy Marching Braves give you an opportunity to listen in. We'll try and do a couple of minutes here listening in to the Shikellamy Marching Braves halftime performance here at Lewisburg. And welcome back on News Radio 1070 WKOK. Trying to give you a little bit of the Shikellamy Marching Braves performance on the WKOK Sports YouTube channel, but unfortunately our timing didn't quite work out as well. Well, the Lewisburg Green Dragons started off the scoring with a 7-0 lead. Then the Braves were able to kick a field goal, a 26-yard field goal, to make it 7-3. Lewisburg answered back with another touchdown of their own. Missed the extra point, made it 13-3. But then the Braves with Brody Raybuck got the ball on a short field, drove it down, and scored late in the half. They made the extra point and now trail it by 3 to Lewisburg, with the Green Dragons getting ready to take the second half kickoff. Chief, you have some of the numbers from the first half.
Yeah, let's talk about Lewisburg first of all. And thank you, Steve Williams, the voice of Shikellamy Wrestling, for doing the stats for us. Unfortunately, he's in the other booth, all right? So we have to pass it back and forth. Lewisburg has 6 first downs in that first half. They rushed the ball 16 times for 93 yards. Of course, Coleman has most of those. All right. They had 3 completions for 31 yards as far as passing. Actually, they were 3 for 7. There was 1 touchdown and 1 interception on the passing game. And penalties, they were 2 penalties for 14 yards. They had out of 7 third down conversion tries, they had 2. And they had 1 fourth down conversion try, and they made it. One other thing, they didn't lose a ball fumble-wise. For the Braves, if you're talking about their overall statistics, as soon as I can get my, let's see what we can do here. Here we go. Braves had 9 first downs. Believe it or not, they rushed the ball 23 times for 74 yards.
It doesn't seem like that many, no.
Brody was 4 for 11 as far as passing. That was for 36 yards. Those 36 yards on those 4 receptions. They lost they fumbled twice and didn't lose any. The Braves had 2 penalties for 13 yards. On third down conversions, they were 4 for 10, and they didn't have any fourth down conversions. So the field goal was made, and that's, if you think about it, 27 yards of penalties in the first half between both teams. That was pretty awesome as far as I'm concerned. Individuals for Lewisburg. Nick Coleman with 4 rushes for 39 yards and 1 touchdown. Xavier Carter has 1 rush for 29 yards. Dane Shuey has 7 rushes for 26. David Buscella has 1 for 4. Ethan Long 1 for 2. Jalen Walker 1 for -3. And Sean Perez 1 for -4. That's your individual rushing. Shikellamy. Mickey Vaders, 6 rushes for 35 yards. Brody Raybuck, 14 times he carried the ball for 26 yards. He has 1 touchdown, and he did have a fumble, but I think he recovered it. All right. Luke Keeley, who hasn't run the ball that much, 2 tonight, 2 times for 8 yards. Bobby Felmy had 1 for 5. That was in the first quarter. I think that's all the stats I have.
And only one turnover. That was the deflection interception by Corbin Stahl late here in the half that Pollock popped into the air enough for Stahl to get over the Lewisburg receiver and actually make the catch.
This has been a well-played football game. I mean, and
it's definitely a 3-point game. You're right.
Yeah, last week we watched so many people go down with cramps. We haven't had that problem. We have some injuries tonight, but it wasn't because of cramps. And a bad injury for Shikellamy and Noah Johnson, who I would say is one of the mainstays on the offensive line and at defensive end. He probably will not be back in the game.
Well, also for Lewisburg, you had Xavier Carter that just got injured right before the half there on that interception, took a hit right as he let the ball go. And as you mentioned, he'll have the halftime to recover a little bit.
They'll have to make a decision what they want to do. But, I didn't realize the Braves rushed that many times. That's totally opposite of what they did up at Milton. And that'll make some coaches happy that they're trying to establish a running game. And I think when I was on the Steve Jones show on Thursday, he asked me what the Braves needed to do, and I said, well, they got to establish a running game. But we did score a rushing touchdown. Brody Raybuck. I mean, he took like the last 5 or 6 yards. It was all Brody, and that's he's one of the strongest kids, probably the strongest kid at the high school, and he pulled that one in. So that was a shot in the arm for Shikellamy going in at halftime. Scoring that touchdown to only be down by 3.
At the half, it is Lewisburg 13, Shikellamy 10. This is Shikellamy Braves football on News Radio 1070 WKOK, on the WKOK Sports YouTube channel, and audio streaming presented by Lackawanna College.
At Paul Q. Ross Construction, your project isn't just blueprints and lumber. It's the fulfillment of your dream. From additions and remodels to custom homes, outdoor living spaces, and more, we walk with you every step of the way, making the progress stress-free and exciting.
This is Paul at Construction.
Ready to bring your vision to life? Go with the best.
My favorite part is the staff, and the aides are wonderful, and they treat us so well. We're always doing things, playing games. I think they're playing volleyball right now.
I love Nottingham. It's the 3rd nursing home I've worked at. Nottingham truly treats you like a family. They really are concerned with what's going on with you. There's nothing like being with the residents. I mean, you're a part of their lives now. You actually become part of their family on more than one occasion.
J.J. Powell's Easy Pay makes heating your home simple. Capped pricing, budget-friendly payments, and automatic delivery mean you can rest easy knowing you're covered. And here's the best part. Enroll in Easy Pay. Visit jjpowell.com/easypay or call 800-432-0866 to join. J.J. Powell, take it easy.
$1,300 acres of prime hunting ground. Corporate hunts, sporting clays, continental shoots. Complete your visit with overnight accommodations, now available. We are Martz's Gap View Hunting Preserve.
Come let us start your family traditions here at Martz's. Come check us out.
Quality ringneck pheasant hunting. Martz's.com.
Today, everything from work to play and everywhere in between needs energy. And E.H. Kleckner in Montandon has just the thing, Form Energy. It's the better choice for sustained energy and focus to go the extra mile. Choose your favorites from 4 highly tested flavors, including Screamin' Freedom, Grape Smash, Orange Fury, and Blue Blitz. Form Energy offers mental focus and hydration so you can unlock your full potential with 200 milligrams of caffeine and 0 sugar. Get Form Energy today at your favorite retail account.
Stadium in Lewisburg, halftime with Lewisburg leading Shikellamy by a score of 13-10. Down the road in Selinsgrove, it is Twin Valley 49, Selinsgrove nothing. That is now at the half. Jersey Shore pounding Del Valley 28-7 in the second. Line Mountain thumping Newport 42-0. Shamokin just hammering Lake Lehman in the second 42-0. Williamsport leads Hazleton 14-7 in the second. Elsewhere at the half, Warrior Run 17, Montgomery nothing. Athens really with an early big lead over Northwest 22-0. That's in the first quarter there. South Williamsport leading Canton 9-7 at the half. Hughesville 12-1 in the second. At the half, Southern Columbia 21, Loyalsock nothing. Mount Carmel 28, Central Columbia nothing in the second quarter. That's out at Blue Jay Stadium. Mifflinburg 15, Danville 14 in the second. That's a little tighter than I think some of us thought. Montoursville, they lead Milton 21-0 at the half. That's at Alumni Stadium in Milton up the road. Coming up tomorrow afternoon, Columbia Montour Votech will host Morrisville, and Saturday night it'll be Muncie at Wellsboro. Chief, when you're looking at this second half, the Lewisburg's going to get the ball first. Braves defense really needs to figure out a way to stop the edge rushing, especially Coleman.
Well, hopefully Jimmy Ermert's he's the coordinator for the defense, and they got to look at things. They're probably going to have to try to do something, adjust the defense, especially with Noah Johnson out of there. But this is the same situation that Shikellamy was in with Milton last week. Milton was behind, but they got the ball to start the half, and the Braves stopped them, and they turned the game around. So they got to get a stop here, and I think if they do, all right, I think they found something in hitting people in short passes over the middle. I mean, the one that Stahl dropped was probably 8 or 9 yard pass, but it wasn't that far out. So, hey, listen, I'm sure Shikellamy's went into that locker room after getting that last touchdown in a lot better mindset than if they would have went in being down 13-3.
Oh, welcome you into our broadcast booth here at Christy Mathewson Memorial Stadium in Lewisburg on the WKOK Sports YouTube channel. Remember, when you are on that, please click subscribe and you'll know when we go live for next week.
I got a shout out here.
Okay.
All right. Mike Rudy, graduate of Shikellamy. I know he started as elementary, but now he's a policeman down in the Harrisburg area and a U.S. Marshal. So it's good to see that. I don't know. I think he's probably watching, but I know he's listening to the game. And also Rob Donlin, a former coach at Shikellamy and also a guidance counselor. It's always nice that we hear people are watching our YouTube broadcast. And so somehow I'm the one that gets all the texts. But shout out
That's
to both
because
of,
everybody knows you.
Shout out to both of those. And Travis Stevens, I'll give you a shout out too because you're the one that informed me about Mike Rudy. But
and just for the record, David does not make any extra money on
No,
any
I
of these
do not.
shout-outs.
I
I
do
just
not.
want to make sure that's clear.
The last time I saw Mike, I think, was at the Sportsman's Club. He was working there for Harrisburg. But thank you, Michael, for your service, man. That's a tough job being a policeman.
Well, that's the way we saw the first half. Second half is coming up next. This is Shikellamy Braves football on News Radio 1070 WKOK, on the WKOK Sports YouTube channel, and our audio online streaming courtesy of Lackawanna College.
J.J. Powell's Easy Pay makes heating your home simple. Capped pricing, budget-friendly payments, and automatic delivery mean you can rest easy knowing you're covered. And here's the best part. Enroll in Easy Pay. Visit jjpowell.com/easypay or call 800-432-0866 to join. J.J. Powell, take it easy.
Find your new Mazda during the More Move You sales event going on now. Move into a Mazda CX-50 with financing as low as 0.9% for 60 months. The Mazda CX-90 will fit your lifestyle with multiple third-row options, while the Mazda CX-70 offers huge amounts of cargo space while remaining responsive and nimble. Both models offer thousands in customer cash and financing as low as 2.9% for 72 months. Move into a Mazda, the YOLO, in W&L Mazda, off Route 11 in Northumberland and online at WNLMazda.com.
Grandma's recipe. It's his grandpa's legacy. It's your weeknight dinner. It's her early morning harvest. It's your family time. It's their family farm. For more than 100 years, Wise Markets has stocked our shelves with produce and dairy products from local farms. And when you want to give your family fresh, high-quality food, you can trust the stores that carry our family name. Eat better. Spend less. That's Wise.
And welcome back to the WKOK Sports YouTube channel. I want to show these off a little bit. Here, we'll get you to hold that. These are the yellow out shirts for next week's game, for the home game. We're going to be sporting them ourselves in the broadcast booth. So if you haven't gotten yours yet, if you didn't get yours, make sure you wear something yellow. It's don't let Braves battle cancer alone. That's what it says across the front. So we'll and then some help from local businesses, including Body Mods Inc. On the back sponsoring those shirts. But it's Childhood Cancer Awareness next week, so make sure you wear your yellow shirts. And if you haven't gotten one of these, find something yellow and join us that way.
Yep. Thank you, Chris Booker. Thank you, Chris Booker.
As we get ready to rejoin here on the radio, stick with us a moment. And welcome back to Bucknell University and the Christy Mathewson Memorial Stadium in the Piscouchee Athletic Complex. Kevin Herr along with the Chief, Dave Ritchie. Hope you're enjoying tonight's broadcast on WKOK, on WKOK.com, our streaming apps presented by Lackawanna College, and on the WKOK Sports YouTube channel as well. Remember to click subscribe. Get a lot of photos every week of people watching on the WKOK Sports YouTube channel. We do appreciate that. And remember, the people that are a big part of that are folks like Wise Markets, Zimmerman Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram Truck, Christ Wesleyan Church, Service First Federal Credit Union, and Sunbury Motor Company. Those are the people that make it possible for us to bring Ryan McDonald, our technical director, Ryla McDonald, our camera operator, and we'd like to do more and more with these broadcasts, but you know we're growing along with the idea. And right now we're taking up 2 booths here at Christy Mathewson Memorial Stadium.
You know, the thing is, when we get these text messages and pictures from people, it really makes us feel good that people are actually listening to us. All right.
Yeah, so, we're not talking to ourselves.
I know.
And watching ourselves.
But yeah, it's a lot of the Braves. The Braves are going to kick off here, and like I said before, they'd like to get a 4 and out and get that ball back for their offense. So
well, let's get ready for the second half kickoff as Thomas Pollock will get himself ready to go. And he'll be booting the ball left to right as we view right to left as we view things on the radio side and on the video side as well. Braves trail it by 3 here at the half in what has been a very entertaining first half. Pollock will hit a line drive. It'll hit in the hands of one of the up men at about the 24-yard line. He'll come to the near side, It'll be Sean Perez, and Perez will be drugged down.
That was a great job of numbers. Is it 60 or 62?
Let's see.
It's number, no, what is it? It's
88. I was going to say, I didn't see any of that.
It's 88, you're right.
It's De La Rosa.
Nice job. He picked up some speed, came across the middle of the field, and brought him down from behind, almost like a bull rush, all right, or a bull ride. What do they call that when they got off the horse and turned the bull over?
Turn the bull over?
You know, in the rodeo.
Calf roping?
No, it's not that. Well, we'll think of it. Watch the game here, will you?
As you try to distract me. Xavier Carter is the quarterback. Remember, he got injured in the last offensive play. He's got the ball now, straight drop, 5-step. He's going to look long downfield. The defender fell. Coleman was wide open. And unfortunately, Bobby Felmy tripped over the 45-yard line.
Ball was overthrown a little bit. And, I think Lewisburg did that because Shikellamy might have seen that he got hurt on that last play. And they thought, well,
that's a good point.
He's not going to throw the ball. And tries to go deep on him and almost made it.
Not only did he throw the ball, that ball was almost long gone. Boy, that was inches.
Yeah, we got 2nd and 10.
Instead, it is indeed 2nd and 10. Walker to the far side of the field. Braves have tight coverage on him. Now they're going to bunch the middle of the field, thinking that's going to go to Shuey, the deep back. Nope, it's going to be a straight drop. They're going to lob it up, far side now to Walker. Walker breaks a tackle. He has the first down, or did he? That second effort might have gotten him just the 10 yards he needed.
That was a great pass. That's a long way for that man to throw, that young man to throw that football. He only picked up 10 yards.
But I don't think he got it. That's 9.
Yeah, that's right. No, they're moving the chains.
Oh, now they are moving it. Okay.
They're just they're like a delayed broadcast for us.
I've never been early for anything.
But that was a great throw by the quarterback.
1st and 10 with the ball at now the 38-yard line. Direct snap to Coleman. Comes to the near side. In through the hands, Carter rather, to Coleman. Carter the quarterback, Coleman the receiver, and it went right between his hands. Looks like a flag on the far side of the field, right about the line of scrimmage. It's going to be a false start against Lewisburg, so that'll march him back 5, but it will give him another first down if the Braves do accept this.
Thank you, Ryan. We weren't watching. Ryan McDonald picked that up for us. Yeah, he's got like 3 screens over here, all right. We have 1 screen.
And our eyes aren't what they used to be.
No, that's for sure.
All right, they are going to accept the 5-yard penalty, march it back to the 33-yard line, so it'll be 1st and 15 with 11:07 to go here in the first third quarter.
Coleman's coming into the game. If he lines up wide and comes in motion, they're going to run a jet sweep with him. I would think that, they've thrown the ball the first 3 times they've had the offensive sets, and we'll see what happens. Coleman is going to line up
far side
in the slot.
Trips to the far side. That's the short side of the field. He is in the slot. And he'll go to the pattern. Play fake. Rolling out now is Carter. Has some pressure from behind. Sets up. Fires one up. And it is caught by Carter. No, caught by number 2, Jalen Walker. And Walker walks into the end zone for 6, right over Corbin Stahl's outstretched hands.
That was a great pass. I mean, it was thrown long enough, and Corbin basically jumped too early, all right? And good concentration that time.
It looked exactly like Walker the way he was sprinting in the open there, but it wasn't. It was actually Walker that time. Here comes the extra point. This is going to be an important extra point right now. This will make it a 10-point game. Snap, set, kick, up, and it is winding inside the right upright and good. 2010, Lewisburg leading Shikellamy with 10:54 to go as Lewisburg takes advantage of deferring the opening kickoff to the second half and putting points on the board.
Lewisburg came out and actually took and put Shikellamy's game into their game and just threw the ball. They did not run the ball one time on that series.
Nope.
And the first time on a long pass it was overthrown. This time it was spot on.
Well, we talked with Coach Hoover about this last week, or in the pregame rather, about last week. He said that the Braves got a little bit, got into some trouble in the first half early in the Milton game, but didn't get down like they have in the past and just kind of pack it in for the night. Well, this is going to be a telltale drive here to see if the Shikellamy Braves as a team have turned the corner there.
You're right.
Stahl back deep for the Braves to the near side. Thomas Pollock to the far side. They have not tried to kick it to them all night. But the Braves have changed their kick return, I think, a little bit now to maybe give them an opportunity to return it. Bobby Felmey's at about the 30-yard line. He's got some legs. Pick your poison right now if you're Jet Jameson, the kicker. And he'll pop one up, and that's going to go out of bounds, and the Braves will have outstanding field position.
Penalty.
Well, that's because the ball went out of bounds.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're right. Sometimes my brain is not functioning.
That's all right. So the Braves will have the ball at the 35-yard line.
You know, Mike Hoover, head coach Mike Hoover, after the extra point was out on the field talking to the one official, and I have no idea what that was about. It was something that he didn't like, I'm sure.
Something that was not positive.
Yeah.
So 1st and 10 now at the 35-yard line for Shikellamy, as the Braves have their first offensive possession here of the second quarter. Backs are split behind Raybuck. 2 receivers to the far side. He'll take the direct snap, hand it off right side. Breaking a couple of tackles and moving over to the right is Keeley, but he'll pick up maybe 2 yards, and that'll be about it. 2nd down and 8 from the Shikellamy 38-yard line. 37, sorry. Braves quickly to the line of scrimmage now. 3 receivers far side, 1 to the near side. Raybuck, direct snap, play fake, swings it over to Felmy. Felmy has some blockers in front of him. He'll make it 3rd and short now with a pickup of about 5 or 6. And now there's a little extracurricular activity in the backfield. Corbin Stahl took a little personal there, being ripped down to the turf and got into the face of the defender, and luckily didn't get a flag.
Yeah, you're right. That was
definitely
not smart.
penalty. That was penalty zone.
Bobby Felmy, the freshman, again with a nice catch and picked up 7 yards.
2nd down and 2 at the 44-yard line. Have to get to about the 45, and the Braves just jumped offside.
Nothing like shooting yourself in the foot, Kev.
9:43 to go here in the third quarter. 20-10 in favor of Lewisburg, and the Braves right now marching 5 yards back to make it 3rd down and 6 from the 39-yard line.
It cuts the number of plays you can pull out of your hat here to run.
Sure does.
From 3rd and 1 to 3rd and 8, or 3rd and 7, 3rd and 6, whatever.
Coach Schaefer, the offensive coordinator, found the play that he liked, sent it in to Brody Raybuck. Raybuck now will take the snap in the pistol formation. Back to pass, Raybuck has pressure, rolls out of it. Back foot pass, has an open Pollock. If he can get it to him, fight for the football. It is incomplete. Great defense by Jalen Walker.
Long pass intended for number 1, Thomas Pollock, looking up on number 2.
So with 9:22 to go in the third quarter, it'll be a punting situation for the Braves. The ball was there, but so was Walker on Pollock, and both players had a hand on the football as they went out of bounds.
I would say those 2 players are pretty well equal.
Yes.
I think they match each other for speed. It's certainly they're the same size. Again, the snap was mishandled by Brody, and right away you lose a second. I was surprised he got it off, to be honest with you, because he had a lot of pressure on him there.
4th down and long, 4th and 7. Raybuck in the punting situation. He will send one deep. It'll hit at about the 30 to the 20 to the 15 to the 10, taken on a hop at the 9. And it is Coleman to the near side. He's got a blocker in front of him. He's got another one to the 30. And it will be knocked out of bounds at the 43-yard line. With 9:13 to go here in the third, Lewisburg 20, Shikellamy 10. This is Shikellamy Braves football on WKOK, streaming courtesy of Lackawanna College.
It's the Kia Sportage Blowout event at Sunbury Motors Kia. Take advantage of 0% APR for 48 months on 2025 Kia Sportages or 0.9% APR for 48 months on 2025 Sportage Hybrids. They're going fast. Get 1.9% APR for 48 months on the newly designed 26 Sportage LX models starting under $33,000.
Carter back to pass, looking long downfield for Coleman, overthrows his intended receiver on the far side at about the 15-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd down and 10 for Lewisburg with 9:08 to go here in the third quarter.
Yeah, Maddox Hoover was about a yard or 2 steps behind him. Again, the ball was overthrown. They have not run the ball yet, Kevin.
No, not in this possession, or not in this second half.
The Braves' defense of Achilles' heel all night long has been not being able to contain. Coleman has been able to get around the end just about every time he tries.
I formation behind the quarterback, Carter. Carter back to pass yet again, has time. Now the pressure breaks down. Chased out of the pocket, rolls to the far side, goes to the 14th row.
There's nobody over there.
Well, he threw it out of bounds, but was he outside the tackle box? It's very, very close whether he was outside the tackle box or not. And the referee is looking, all the referees are looking, and it doesn't look like they're going to throw a flag. So he must have been just far enough outside the tackle box that it was considered an incomplete pass. That'll bring up 3rd down and 10.
He does a nice job of avoiding being tackled. I thought they were going to get him for about a 9-yard loss. He got out of that, and smart move.
And,
all right.
And in looking back at it, he was outside the tackle box. It was not intentional grounding. Carter now all alone in the backfield. Sends Coleman in motion. Back to pass, has time, swings it out to Coleman. Coleman has it, bounced around, dropped down, short of the 1st down by maybe a yard.
I don't even know. It might even be less than that. They'll go for it.
I would think so.
They had tackled him probably after he made about 5 yards, and he's not a big guy. He just took everybody with him.
It'll be 4th down and 1 from the Shikellamy 48-yard line. Now the question is, do you go with a hard count here?
Well, they brought a lot of big people in, Kevin.
They indeed do have their beef up front right now.
And in the backfield.
4th down and 1. They have to get to the 47-yard line. They're going to shove to the 47 and get all the way down to the 46. It'll be a gain of 2 and a 1st down. Coming up in the postgame on WKOK, we'll have the Shamokin Dam Health Center backbreaker play of the game. And right now, it could be that last touchdown that we just saw.
You know, that's the only play they ran in 2 series.
That they ran.
That they ran the ball.
Shikellamy Braves football on WKOK, sponsored in part by Helping Hands family of Shamokin Dam, Buffalo Wild Wings, Cole's Stony Hill Tree Farm, J.D. Feaster Earthworks, and Wiest Better and Rice.
Right now, the Braves need a big defensive play.
Carter with the tight I formation. Hand off to Shuey. And right now they are just trying to barrel their way through the Shikellamy defense. That'll be a gain of 4, 2nd down and 6 at the 42-yard line.
And number 28,
Shuey's, I like the kid. He's not the fastest kid in the world, but when he gets to the line of scrimmage, he keeps moving. He gets bumped. He just keeps moving forward.
Second down and 6, 7-11 remaining here in the third quarter. Lewisburg leading at 20-10. Handoff, Shuey again. He'll get to the 40-yard line. It'll be a gain of 2. 3rd down now and about 4, and that's one of those in-between type calls.
Well, they've got 2 downs here to make 3 yards, and they've had no problem picking up a couple yards each time.
You make your best improvements between week 1 and week 2, and I think we're seeing that with this Lewisburg team tonight. This is definitely not the team you saw a week ago. Carter under center with the I formation, wing to the far side. He'll play fake, roll out to the near side. He has time. Now the pressure breaks down. He's going to try and run for the first down. Gets pushed out of bounds about a yard short. It's going to be 4th and 1 with a 3-yard gain, and they'll probably go for it again if they went for it earlier.
Sure, they'll go for it. They have to.
Bottom of the 7th right now in Philadelphia, and Atlanta and the Phillies tied at 1.
4th and 1.
6:20 to go here in the third quarter. Lewisburg leading at 20-10 over Shikellamy.
What this does, it takes a lot of time off the clock.
Sure does.
The running game right now.
And they will go for it on 4th down and 1. Braves defense need to find a way to stop this push. And they are not going to be able to do it. They're going to give them a free 5. Good hard count by Carter. Drew the Braves offside. And it'll be a 1st and 10 at Shikellamy's 32-yard line. 6:20 to go here in the third quarter at Christy Mathewson Memorial Stadium in Lewisburg.
If I were Lewisburg, I would just keep running the ball.
Yeah, I totally agree.
One of these times they're going to fake inside, and they're going to get Coleman.
Troy Zerman, head coach.
Carter under center. Now we'll go back in the pistol. Braves showing pressure from up front. He will go long for Carter, and that is incomplete. Felmy beaten by about 2 steps there. I'll tell you what, I got a chance to see it out of the corner of my eye. Felmy actually got juked out of his cleats right about there. There was a little bit of a stutter step at the last second.
Gotcha. Well, they took the bulk of the backfield guys out, and they put the speed in. Lewisburg did.
The beef came out, and the speed came in. Nobody in the backfield now. 4 receivers in the pattern. Back to pass Carter. Carter on the inside movement pass to Coleman. Coleman is drilled, and the ball is loose. Basir hit him really hard, and the Braves say they have picked up the turnover.
Well, they're both saying they have the ball.
Baez with a big lick on Coleman. The Braves come up with the football. The sideline thinks they have an offensive time coming out.
Hoover.
The officials still have not signaled who has the ball. It is Shikellamy football.
That was a hit. Wow. That was very similar to the hit that Vader took.
Yeah.
Just under 6 minutes to go in the third quarter.
So the Braves have an opportunity and breathe a little bit of life into this third quarter with 5:54 to go and a 20-10 deficit to Lewisburg. This drive has to have points to it. Walter comes out to the near side with Stahl. Pollock to the far side with man-to-man coverage. And I'll tell you what, if they pop one to Pollock, I think he could actually take it the distance. The safety's out of position. And it's going to be a handoff. And it's going to go right up the middle, and there's nothing there for Luke Keeley.
Nothing. He got hit at the mesh point, but the quarterback handed off. Loss of 2.
Number 4, Luke Keeley on the play. Brought down by
the safety, Cardello, playing in the middle of the field right now with man-to-man coverage on Pollock to the far side. Back to pass Brody. He's looking to the middle of the field. Now he's looking out to the far side. Down the middle, he finds Pollock. Pollock makes the catch at the 40, 35-30, 25-20, 15-10-5. Touchdown, Shikellamy! 80 yards to go the distance on one pass play to Pollock.
That time the defender tried to reach up and catch the ball. Great concentration again by Thomas Pollock to watch the ball and not have it taken away from him. And just once he got that, he was gone.
We just talked about it. The safety was not there.
Yeah.
It was straight man on the far side, and when he hit the middle of the field, the safety was gone. Pollock, all that Brody had to do was put it in Pollock's hands.
That sure picks up your passing yardage quick, doesn't it?
Yeah, I think so. Now a very large extra point. for DePhillips. Braves trail it by 4 right now. Long count. Snaps good. Sets down. The kick is up, blocked. And the Braves got the ball loose with Corbin Stahl, but he got tackled at the 10-yard line. 5:09 to go here in the third. Still a one-score game. Lewisburg leading Shikellamy 20-16. This is Shikellamy football on News Radio 1070 WKOK, on the WKOK Sports YouTube channel, and streaming presented by Lackawanna College.
Troy Zerman, head coach, meet my team. Trevor Mitros, tight end.
James Stokes, linebacker.
Brian Janelle, quarterback.
Tyler Undercuffler, wide receiver.
Gabe, running back.
At Zimmerman Motors, the Jeep capital of Central PA, we're catching all the incentives. See the huge savings online. So stop in and see why people have been coming from all over the region to Zimmerman's Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram in Sunday. We're your one-stop shop. Call us at 988-JEEP or visit us online at ZimmermanJeep.com.
I haven't said a word. I haven't gone, wow.
Welcome back to Christy Mathewson Memorial Stadium here in Lewisburg. We could have just seen the Shamokin Dam Health Center backbreaker play of the game. 80 yards from Brody Raybuck to Thomas Pollock. Hit him in stride and just outran the rest of the sidelines from the far hash mark for the touchdown. Extra point was blocked, but it's still a one-score game no matter what. The Braves just need a touchdown now instead of just a field goal.
Good recovery. I mean, it looked like Lewisburg was going to put the nails in the coffin with that drive to score a touchdown.
And they ran out of nails.
Big hit, recovered fumble, and 2 plays later, the Braves are in their end zone.
So Pollock will run up and get ready to boot the ball. He will squib it, takes a big hop over Perez's hands to the 18-yard line. And that is where number 18, Aiden Bynum, will get it, and he will be met by 3/4 of the Braves special teams at the 21-yard line.
Did you ever try to take 3/4 of 11?
Did I ever take what?
Take 3/4 of 11. What's 3/4 of 11? Now, if it were 12, it would be easy.
4.
Right? It would be, 3/4 of 12 would be 9.
What? 3/4 of 12 is 9? Oh, yeah, okay. I was thinking the other way. I was thinking 1/4. Sorry. See, that's why I have no money, because I've been paying with the wrong amount of quarters.
Anyway, it was a lot of Shikellamy guys on the kickoff team made the tackle.
I've been paying with the wrong amount of quarters. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line. Handoff, Shuey pushes the pile and will spin ahead for a gain of about 2.5.
I'm just checking the time, Brian. I can't. I got you.
4:48 remaining.
I have to check one of Ryan's screens.
Yeah, because you don't have a good view.
I can't see that.
It's a beautiful scoreboard. You just can't see it.
It's a fantastic scoreboard.
And again, what's really nice here is it's a full video scoreboard. So Bucknell, the university, a couple of years ago when they put that in for the Pascucci Family Athletic Complex, they actually worked with Lewisburg and their graphics department to build something that they could use on the scoreboard, different than what Bucknell does.
They didn't get the snap off.
They did not. But did they get a timeout first? I don't think so. I think you're right. I think it will be a 5-yard penalty for delay, and it is.
Head coach is just not happy right now
No.
for Lewisburg. Somebody wasn't either. Sometimes the coaching staff, you're not watching.
Were they short a player?
Well, no. Yes, they were.
Yeah.
Delay of game on the Dragons. That's a loss of 5.
No, maybe not.
Bringing it to 2nd and 12.
Yeah, I think they were short a player, actually, now that I counted out.
They had everybody in line of scrimmage. They just didn't get it off. They broke the huddle with 8 seconds and took their time, and he had a longer call, and wow.
4:12 to go in the third quarter. Lewisburg leading at 20-16. They have led since the opening moments of the game. And again, taking a long time to get this play in from the sidelines as Carter just came into the huddle. They break the huddle with 13 and 4 on the game clock. 4 receivers on this 2nd down and 12 at the Lewisburg 18. Up the middle pressure, unloading it for the Coleman. Coleman looking for a flag, but Pollock played the ball.
Intended for number 5, Nick Coleman, passing complete.
That'll bring up a 3rd down and long.
Well, the Braves get a stop here. That's another positive here as we're winding down this 3rd quarter.
3rd down and 12 at the 18-yard line.
I often wonder, these quarterbacks that have to come over and get to play get to call every play, they got to be in shape, man.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's for sure. You're running an extra 30 yards every play thereabouts. Carter all by himself in the backfield. Braves show blitz up the middle. They bring it from the outside, picked up well. Now he's going to run it up the middle, and he's struck down immediately.
Purdy.
It was Everett Purdy with a great job of getting off of the block and stopping Carter from going any further than a gain of 2 to the 19-yard line.
You know, all the Purdys have been linemen, or not been linemen. It's nice to see Everett Purdy is a lineman, all right?
A lot of them were linebackers.
No, they were running backs and quarterbacks and wide receivers, all right?
Matt, I think, was a linebacker.
Matt was, he was a linebacker and a quarterback.
Yeah.
Jet Jamison back to punt. Back deep.
Sean, who is his father was a back.
Oh, boy, the Braves almost got a hand on that one. Stahl will take it at the 48-yard line. Shikellamy has a block to the near side, but there's a flag. He's going to spin around into Lewisburg territory, and another flag coming down as he is at the 43-yard line.
That could be offsetting penalties.
I believe it will be.
Corbin Stahl brought down by number 9.
But the Braves were really close to blocking that one. I thought it was Chase Schwartz that got in there, and it was. So the officials will talk this one over with 2:57 to go here in the 3rd quarter.
I'm sure we have an illegal block.
I believe you would be correct.
Because that's, it looked like it was where the wall was.
But then I don't know if the last flag that came in, if that was maybe a face mask.
Well, when he made the tackle, he was on his back. So let's see what happens.
It is a hold.
Holding and face mask.
And a face mask against Lewisburg.
So that nullifies him, right?
Yep, it is a face mask against Lewisburg. That was the second one, and you're right, the hold against Shikellamy, or against Lewisburg.
Now, are they going to mark him off? They don't mark him off.
No, they don't have to mark that one off because they're actually the same. They would be about the same penalty.
So you go 15 yards and come back 15 yards.
Yeah. I mean, depending on exactly where the flag was.
Are they going to kick it over?
Well, that's also an option if the Braves want to.
Wow.
Do they have that on? I honestly don't know that one.
2 holding penalties offset.
So now they're going to say it's 2 holding. Well, it wasn't 2 holding penalties. Nevertheless, they're going to punt it again.
Not when the official gives the face mask.
And they spotted at the 19-yard line, so they actually offsetting penalties, and I guess they're kicking it again.
Yeah, they are.
We're going to replay 4th down.
I mean, I'll be honest with you. I don't know the call on that one, but again, veteran crew here, so I'm going to go with what they did. This is one that I don't know. And we're going to have to bring this for rules of the game next week.
Your special teams were confused.
Yeah,
trying to get everybody on here.
Well, Braves almost blocked one earlier. This one a little bit more clean, but it's still going to be short. Fair catch called for by Stahl, and he will get it at the 47-yard line of Shikellamy.
Well, they lost about 10 yards on that as far as where the placement of the ball would have been. But the Braves do have the football here.
I'll try and get you an update on that Twin Valley Selinsgrove game. The Twin Valley was leading 49-0 at the half. Line Mountain leading 48-7 at the half. Jersey Shore 28, Del Valley 14 in the 3rd.
That's another big school that Jersey Shore's playing, Del Val.
And one of the tight ones of the night, Mifflinburg leading Danville 22-14 at the half. Shikellamy with the ball, trailing it by 4 here in Lewisburg. Play fake, Brody. He'll give it to the man that faked it too. And that is going to be running for a first down gain of 12 for the Braves, number 25, Tristan Smith, the freshman.
A little bit of a screenplay there, Kev.
That's his first catch of the season. Be good for a first down gain of 12. Clock winding with 2:39 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Braves looking to take the lead for the first time tonight if they can get it down the rest of the way. Here's the handoff, and it goes again to Smith.
Yeah, nice run.
He had a nice hole in there. When your center and guard are 4 to 5 yards downfield, that's good news if you're a running back.
They got good surge that time. Offensive line did their job. That's one of the few times that they've been able to push the defense of Lewisburg downfield.
2nd down and 5. 3 receivers far side. That's the short side. Ball on the far hash mark. Coming in to pitch, take the pitch, a stall, or make that Felmy. Felmy has a hole. Felmy across the 35 to the 20, or the 30-yard line to the 27-yard line, and boy, he was a step away from breaking.
He got a great block on the end down here, and I wish I could remember which Brave did it. But you know, I know I'm a little premature in this, but Bobby Felmy reminds me a lot of Tyler Pratt. He's a playmaker.
We got a good block by one of the running backs there.
20.
I believe that was actually Smith. Yeah.
So Smith returned the favor that time after he caught the screen pass and got a first down, and then he got the rush for about 7 yards. Nice block on the end by him to get Felmy the yardage.
Player down for the Braves with 1:57 remaining here in the second, and it's Felmy who was down, but he does get up and limps a little bit. I saw him limping a little bit when he was getting up after the tackle too.
Where was he at?
He was actually at about the 30-yard line. In the middle of the field.
He ran the ball over here.
Well, that's what I said. He got up limping a little bit, and I think he just kind of went down, and the trainers came over. So now with a 1st and 10 at the Lewisburg 28-yard line. They'll wind the clock with 1:57 remaining. Raybuck puts a man in motion. It's Smith. He'll go to the backfield. He'll hand it off to Smith. He's got a hole off the right side. Boy, he got met at the line of scrimmage and pushed the pile for a gain of 2 more.
Nice surge on the right side by the Braves offensive line. They got everybody off the line about a yard or two. And I'll tell you what, he turned it up the hole and hit it hard. He's not a big kid either, Kevin.
He took on Bozella that time, and Bozella's not a tiny guy. He is a 5'10", 205 solid senior. 2nd down and 6 at the Lewisburg 24. Raybuck has some pressure, but he hands it off again, and it's going to go right up the middle. As Tristan Smith, the freshman, getting the workload right now, bringing up a 3rd down and short at the 21-yard line.
Looks like 3rd and a long 2.
I would agree.
You see how he holds the ball when he went in there? He had both hands covered it up, so Luke Keeley comes in now as one of the running backs along with Smith.
Yep, Keeley in the backfield. They are the running backs that are split around Raybuck, who's in the pistol. Raybuck takes the snap. It's going to go to Keeley. Keeley's got the 1st down, and he gets another 2 to the 17. Make that the 16-yard line.
They're just taking it to the line right now of Lewisburg, just pushing them out of it. And again, Keeley with a nice job of holding on to that ball.
Coach Hoover talked about in the pregame on the Sunbury Motors pregame show how the off-season lifting has made a big difference in this offensive line, and we're starting to see it right now in the late 3rd quarter. Raybuck, one back around him. He's going to go to pass. He's looking for the end zone, fires a dart right through the hands of Stahl at the 2-yard line.
I was wondering when we were going to take a crack at it, and Brody had the time to throw. You know, when you're running the ball like that and getting yardage, that makes the rush of the pass rush those guys a little less to just tee you off and go.
But,
all right?
but Lewisburg had good coverage. It was going to take a really good pass, and that's why Brody had to put some air under that one, because he had to lift it over the corner to the near side. One-on-one coverage, far side for Pollock. Will they just lob one up and try and get him in the back of the end zone? Brody back to pass, looks to Pollock. He's going to fire a dart. Touchdown, Shikellamy! It wasn't the lob, it was the dart right into the middle of the end zone for the 2nd touchdown of the night for Pollock.
Get his little juke to the outside, right? I think that's, if we watch it here again, Kevin.
Braves with their first lead of the ball game.
Yep.
As Raybuck hits Pollock on the slant. Lewisburg was actually looking for the back corner of the end zone.
He did that little move to the outside and kicked it in, and it wasn't much. It was just enough to get the guy going that way.
Big extra point here It is a 2-point game at the moment. DePhillips with narrower goalposts than he normally has with the collegiate field. Snaps good, sets down, the kick is up, high enough, long enough, and it is good! 15.3 remaining, and the Braves take the lead for the first time tonight with 15.3 to go in the third quarter. Let's take an opportunity to pause. 10 seconds for station identification. This is Shikellamy Braves football. And the Braves take their first lead of the night. Late fourth quarter now, Twin Valley leading Selinsgrove 56-0. And we'll update you on a couple others. Shamokin pounding Lake Lehman 49-0. South Williamsport 31, Canton 7 in the fourth quarter. Southern Columbia 34, Loyalsock 0. Bloomsburg shuts out Central Mountain up in Wingate 28-0. And Montoursville shutting out Milton at Alumni Field 35-0 in the fourth. Pollock with a squib kick, bounces off one of the Lewisburg players, bounces off another one, and quickly covered by Todd Dersham, the freshman, who it bounced off of first.
Squib kick recovered by number 11, Todd Dersham.
You know, Kevin, if I were, thank goodness, I used to be on the kickoff receiving team, and thank goodness nobody ever hit one like that to me, you know, because I know that I'd probably do what number 11 did. It hits your body and goes back out, and then luckily it hit another kid from Lewisburg and came back the other way, or would have went out to the Shikellamy kids.
Shikellamy Braves football on the WKOK Sports YouTube channel, sponsored in part by J.J. Powell, Mart's Gapview Hunting Preserve, Nottingham Village, and Paul Q. Ross Construction.
Well, we'll see what Lewisburg has now, and I'm sure they'll be raring to try to put one in the end zone here.
Well, Lewisburg having to answer back for the first time in this game. There's the pitch to the far side. They're going to go to the speedy Coleman. Coleman got outside of Felmy and drugged down by the shoulder pads, not the collar, but the shoulder pads, but not before a gain of 5.
He should have been tackled at the line of scrimmage. Again, uses that quick burst of speed to get around the defensive back that came up.
Second down and 5. He got out of bounds, so that will stop the clock with 7.6 remaining here in this third quarter of play. This game has been one of the more entertaining Lewisburg-Shikellamy games that I can remember.
If you like offense.
Well, that's true.
And it's been good defense, too, at times.
Braves coming up with some pressure up the middle. It's going to go to Shuey. Shuey has the first down across the 50. Pulls his way down into Shikellamy territory to the 38, 39-yard line.
He had one big hole for the first time he got to the line of scrimmage, and he probably thought, hey, there's nobody here. And that got that train moving pretty fast and hard, and he just took people with him. That's going to be the quarter, Kev.
That will be the end of the third quarter play with the score, Shikellamy 23, Lewisburg 20. This is Shikellamy Braves football on News Radio 1070 WKOK, the WKOK Sports YouTube channel, and audio streaming presented by Lackawanna College.
It's your grandma's recipe. It's his grandpa's legacy. It's your weeknight dinner. It's her early morning harvest. It's your family time. It's their family farm. For more than 100 years, Wise Markets has stocked our shelves with produce and dairy products from local farms. And when you want to give your family fresh, high-quality food, you can trust the stores that carry our family name. Eat better. Spend less. That's Wise.
The Subaru A Lot to Love event going on now through September 2nd at W&L Subaru. Love all the savings in a capable Crosstrek or tactical Outback, with financing as low as 0% for 72 months and over 380 new Subarus to choose from. Love the all-new Subaru Forester Hybrid, delivering up to 580 miles of range and all the safety features that will make your trips to school or work a breeze. Love a brand you can trust and an experience you won't forget. Offer at 11 in Northumberland and online at WNLSubaru.com.
It's the fourth quarter. Lewisburg has a 1st and 10. They're going to go to Shuey, who just got him a first down, met at the line of scrimmage, and finishes forward for a gain of 3. Dan McKinney emailed me earlier this week, said that Shikellamy's played Lewisburg 7 times in football. They've won 6 of the 7. The only win for Shikellamy was in 2014, a 21-20 win. And tonight, it is a 3-point game with Shikellamy leading it at the moment.
Well,
second down and 7.
Lewisburg went to the run, and they did go to the run to start that whole third quarter, it seemed.
I formation, pitch to Shuey. Oh, he has a big hole over the right side. Crosses the 35 down to the 33-yard line. That'll bring up a 3rd down and about 4. And a big defensive stop needed by the Braves right here.
Well, this is definitely 4-down territory for the Green Dragons. I don't think they try to punt. Hey, listen, there's a lot of field coming over towards the Lewisburg bench, and you got Coleman in there.
Well, you got a couple of big opportunities here for the Shamokin Dam Health Center backbreaker play of the game, and right now they're all on the Shikellamy side, but Lewisburg trying to change that, as we'll pick that in the post game. 4 on the play clock. They're going to have to use a timeout here, and they do. We'll take a timeout with them. 10:32 to go in this final stanza. It is Shikellamy 23, Lewisburg 20. This is Shikellamy Braves football on News Radio 1070 WKOK, on the WKOK Sports YouTube channel, and streaming presented by Lackawanna College.
Today, everything from work to play and everywhere in between needs energy. And E.H. Kleckner in Montandon has just the thing, Form Energy. It's the better choice for sustained energy and focus to go the extra mile. Choose your favorites from 4 highly tested flavors, including Screamin' Freedom, Grape Smash, Orange Fury, and Blue Blitz. Form Energy offers mental focus and hydration so you can unlock your full potential with 200 milligrams of caffeine and 0 sugar. Get Form Energy today at your favorite retail account.
And Union Dental Health, thank you very, very much.
And that yellow wave is next week. We talked about it on the halftime with the WKOK Sports YouTube channel, showed the shirts that Chief and I will be sporting next week. Thank you to the Booster Club for getting that all squared away. Wear your yellow next week for the home game. Here comes the pitch to Coleman. Coleman has some men in the backfield. Gets around the corner, though. They do contain him somewhat to the 29-yard line, but it should be very close to the first down. He needed 4. He got 3 3/4, and there is a Brave down back at the 42-yard line.
That's Willie Bender.
And he's looking to get back up, but the training staff comes out, and they'll give him a hand. That might actually be a leg cramp there. No, maybe not.
Well,
now the question is it a first down? It is very close. We have not seen a measurement all year. Well, it hasn't been a long year yet, but we're going to see and we're not going to see one here either.
First down.
I'd like to see more measurements on close plays. I really would.
You won't see that in the pros this year, right? Aren't they going to have the
and that's okay, but we don't have that here. Well, I would have liked to have seen how close that was.
Willie Bender, again, one of our linebackers out of the game.
Ball to 29-yard line, 1st and 10. Lewisburg down by 3. Pitches it to Shuey. Shuey comes across and picks up about 2 yards, tackled there by Everett Purdy.
Nice job. He got out of his block, and
that's the second time tonight he did that.
But he also moved laterally and got a hold of the runner's legs and pulled him down.
You have some quick numbers. You can get the two big things, I think, are the turnovers right now for Lewisburg.
Well, I was looking at the third quarter stats. You know, the Braves had 5 first downs. They had 106 yards in the air on 3 passes, and Brody was 3 for 5. So that was 2 touchdowns they came up with in that third quarter.
But there was a fumble that stopped the big Lewisburg drive. I think it actually led to a Shikellamy score, too.
Yes, it did.
Carter in the shotgun all by himself. Back to pass, has time, swings it out. It is complete, and quick tackle made by Pollock after a gain of about 7. Trying to see if that went. It looks like it might have gone to Perez, the freshman.
Just a nice little out pattern. Both guys on that side All right, looks like one did an out pattern at 5 yards, and the other one might have done a curl over there. Yep, that's what they did.
So we'll bring up we'll give it the 3rd down and 7 as they move the ball marker back just a little bit, or 3rd down and 3 rather, a gain of 7. Just outside the red zone at the 22-yard line. Carter back to pass, pressure's coming, he is going to be dropped. But a flag, as this one's going to be a face mask against the Braves.
Yes.
Brought down by number 74, Jacob Rosinski. There's a flag on the
And
play.
that will be an automatic 1st down and put Lewisburg in really good field position for the red zone with 8:32 to go in this one.
Looked like a quarterback draw all the way, Kevin.
I think it was,
and
yeah.
The Braves did a nice job of handling it. So, personal foul, Braves face mask.
That is a big penalty at one of the worst times. With the ball at the 22-yard line, looking at a 3rd down and would have been a 3rd down and at least 2. Instead, it's 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Isn't that the 2nd face mask penalty for the Braves?
Yeah, but the one was waved off because of the holding penalty on the punt. That was the one where they re-kicked. Ball at the 11-yard line, make it the 12-yard line, 1st and 10. I formation behind Carter. Lewisburg trailing it by 3. Handoff, Shuey runs laterally, gets across the 10, drags tacklers to the 5, down to the 4 before he's finally stopped at the 4. Ball squirts free, but I think he was down at the time. They'll spot him down at the 5-yard line, so that'll be a gain of 7. 2nd down and, well, they make it 6. 2nd down and 4. They have to get to the 3-yard line.
2nd and about 4. 2nd and 3.
And right now, Lewisburg taking some time off the clock with 7:40 remaining. Clock will wind now. Lewisburg late to the line with 6 seconds on the clock. Now 4 on the play clock. 3, they get it off quickly, and they'll go to the fullback this time, Bozzella, and he will get it to the just beyond the 5-yard line. That'll bring up 3rd down and a very long 2.
Bozzella on the carry, stopped short by number 74.
Gain of maybe 1 on that one.
Jacob Rosinski.
Right now, I'd say the Braves are playing a little bit underhanded. Nope, Willie Bender's back in there, Kevin. I thought he might be out, but he's back in at that linebacker spot.
Walker goes out to the far side. Don't see Coleman in this one. This is the beef set. Back to pass. Carter looking for number 2, Walker. He's going to the back of the end zone. Nobody's going to run it himself and put it in the end zone himself. Touchdown, Lewisburg, with a 5-yard run as Carter gets his first rushing touchdown of the season. Does a nice job of faking the pass, freezing the defender, and getting inside the pylon for 6.
I thought Brady Kurtz had a chance to get him there, but he gave a little hip move to the inside, and he got around Brady for the touchdown.
Now a big extra point for Lewisburg by Jamison. The very tall 6'4", 150-pound sophomore getting ready to boot this one away through the uprights for the extra point. Snaps good, sets down. The kick is up. It is a line drive, and it is just inside the left upright and good.
Extra point by Jamison.
4-point lead for Lewisburg with 6:40 to go. Both teams, Shikellamy with 3 timeouts. We're taking a timeout as well. 6:40 to go. Lewisburg 27, Shikellamy 23. This is Braves football on WKOK. Audio streaming presented by Lackawanna College.
Looking for something more than just a Sunday routine? At Christ Wesleyan, we're more than a church. We're a family, a place to grow in faith, connect and serve with others. We make a real difference in the world around you. From powerful worship and biblical teaching to small groups, kids and youth, there's something here for every generation. Join us this Sunday in Milton at 9 or 10:45 a.m. or in Sunbury at 10:15 a.m. You can also find us online at cwc.life. Christ Wesleyan, it's where the light is shared with everyone, no matter who you are.
Also back deep for the Braves is number 15, Corbin Stahl.
Lewisburg has kept it away from Pollock and Stahl, and they'll do it again. Squib kick taken by one of the up men at the 28, to the 30, 35, 40. 45 minutes, the freshman this time, Tristan Smith, that gets the ball to the 45-yard line. And with 6:33 remaining in this one, Shikellamy trailing it by 4 with all 3 timeouts.
You know, they got Smith and Felmy in those 2 spots there. They're both freshmen, and they're both excellent runners. Got a lot of speed on them. So the Braves with good field position here.
Yeah, and if you can get it on the hop the way he did, it took a nice little turf hop just about chest high, and he just ran it straight up the hash marks.
Got trips this side, buddy.
Now the Braves need a long sustaining drive here. Raybuck in the pistol with a running back to his right. And that will be the give to Smith. He will go nowhere, maybe a yard to the 46-yard line.
The guys up front on the defense for Lewisburg did a nice job of holding up the offensive guys. I mean, now we have another Lewisburg
There's another Lewisburg player down, but he's getting up under his own power now. That's actually going to be Elijah Carter. That's a big loss for him. He's been in a lot of plays tonight. But he's going to have to come out of play because they whistled whistled for the training staff to come in. 3 receivers to the far side, moving left to right. Ball on the far hash mark here at the 46-yard line. Felmy in motion. The pitch it to Felmy. Felmy's looking for a block. He's got no block at all. Bozzella there swallows him up. They'll give him forward progress for a loss of 1. It'll be a 3rd down and 10.
Yeah, they played that great. The linebacker on that side, he did a nice job, and nobody blocked him. He just stepped in and threw Felmy down for about a yard loss.
3rd down and 10. Clock winding with 5:30 to go here in the 4th quarter.
I have to give the Braves, credit. They tried to run the ball. They were having some success before.
4 receivers. Raybuck back to pass. 3-man rush. Rolls out of the pocket. Looking. Now he's going to run. He's going to be well short of the 1st down at the midfield stripe of the 50-yard line. Now it is going to be a 4-yard gain, bringing up 4th down and 6 at the Shikellamy 49-yard line. And it does not look like the Braves special teams unit. It's hard to tell because a lot of those players are the same, and I think the Braves are going to take a timeout and talk about
this a little bit.
Yep, I think Coach Hoover is going to walk out there with John Schaefer, the offensive coordinator, and say, okay, what's your best 4th and 6 play? Let's hear it, and then sell me why we want to go for it.
You got a little over 5 minutes left in this 4th quarter. Lewisburg does have a tendency to be able to hold onto the ball and run time off the clock.
It's a final in Philadelphia. Phillies come back from a 1-0 deficit to defeat the Atlanta Braves by a score of 2-1.
And if I'm not mistaken, the pitcher for Atlanta that started the game, Phillies always have trouble with him. All right, I think it starts with a K. But anyway.
Final in Selinsgrove, Twin Valley 62, Selinsgrove nothing. Shamokin defeats Lake Lehman 49-0. South Williamsport 31, Canton 14. Southern Columbia 41, Loyalsock nothing. Mount Carmel 48, Central Columbia nothing. Bloomsburg 28, Central Mountain nothing. And Montoursville a 35-7 win over Milton just up the road. 4th down and 6. Braves are going for it. Raybuck has the direct snap, has some time. Now he's going to roll out. If he runs, he's got the 1st down. He runs to the 50. He's got the 1st down and got drilled at the 45-yard line. Pops back up for a gain of 6, and the Braves drive continues.
You're right. He got hit hard, and he got right back up, all right?
He got stuck, there's no question, and then came right back up and is ready to go again. After that big 4th down conversion, it was a pass play, and it turned into a run play when Raybuck saw the left side of the field just be all paint and green turf. Raybuck now with 2 receivers to the near side on 1st and 10. He'll take the snap, give it to Smith, the freshman. He got drugged down and spun down by Ethan Long at the line of scrimmage, no gain. Remember, the Braves need a touchdown here with those missed extra points. They trail it by 4.
We have another Lewisburg player down. That looks like a cramp to me, Kevin.
Yeah, he just sat right down.
Again, these doggone cramps, the fluid I'm not going to use the word, the smooth fluid movement of the game stops.
That's right. Well, pickle juice will take care of that. I mean, think about it. All those things right now that are out there, there's pickle soft drinks now. They're coming out with pickle burgers, pickle chicken, pickle. I think there's even a pickle milkshake or something.
It didn't work for T.J. Herzog.
It didn't work well.
No, because
nothing worked for
Trainer
TJ.
Mike Elder used pickle juice all the time, and it just didn't work.
Yeah, nothing worked for TJ, unfortunately. Welcoming you into the broadcast booth here at Christy Mathewson Memorial Stadium. Now back out to the field where Raybuck has two backs behind him. He's going to send one in motion, play fake. They're going to throw it to Smith. Smith on the screen.
Went the wrong way.
Yeah, and he went the wrong way, and a block was missed because wide open was Shuey to make the tackle. It'll bring up a 3rd down now and 7 for the Braves.
I know he was headed to the inside, but if he would have been going to the outside, there was a little bit more room there. But again, you're right. A block was missed. That block gets made. He's down to
I was going to say,
down.
the key is those guys out in front have to make that block. If it doesn't, that blows up a screen pass very quick. 2 receivers near side, 1 to the far side. 2 deep for Lewisburg. Brody back to pass, has protection, fires it out, and I think he kind of slipped on that when he was trying to get Charlie Walter and threw that one almost right into the turf.
Yep. I'll tell you, number 7 playing that defensive end spot for Lewisburg.
Mitchell Lorenz.
He has been putting a lot of pressure on.
Well, it's another 4th down decision for the Braves with 3:35 to go. They're going to go for it at the Lewisburg 41-yard line. 4th and 7. They have to get to the Lewisburg 34 for a 1st down. This could be our Shamokin Dam Health Center backbreaker play of the game. Play fake. Brody rolling out to the near side. He's going to run it. He's not going to get to it. It's a turnover on downs as he's down 2 yards short of the 1st down marker. Great open field tackle for Lewisburg there by number 72. That's Garrett Gathier. Now, with only 2 timeouts remaining, Lewisburg trying to run out the clock with 3:26 to go in this one. Wow, what a game, Chief.
Yeah, you got to give the defensive backfield of Lewisburg a lot of credit because there was nothing for him to throw to.
Absolutely.
Even the passes that he made, there was somebody around it. And that was a great tackle. You had a guy about 140 pounds tackling a guy about 210.
I thought
put him right down.
I thought you might see a lot of Shuey here, but he's not in this one. They'll go with the 3-back set. It'll be Coleman. Coleman goes laterally, and that's not the way to go. Brody Raybuck makes the tackle after a gain of maybe a yard.
Yeah, nice job by Brody from his, I'd say his left tackle spot or left linebacker spot. He went lateral, and Brody went with him and tackled him.
Clock continues to wind with 3:05 remaining. Braves with 2 timeouts, Lewisburg with 2 timeouts. Lewisburg leading at 27-23. Braves have missed 2 extra points in this one. Otherwise, it would be a field goal differential or less. Back to the pistol or the shotgun, actually, in this time for Carter. Play fake. He'll run to the left, run to the right. Now he's going to throw it deep for Coleman. In and out of his hands, and that would have been the dagger.
Well, Bobby Felmy saw the quarterback step up, and he just kind of went forward a little bit, and that gave Coleman a chance to get behind him. And now we have Coleman down.
Yeah, that's not one that you want out of a 3rd down and 10 play.
It stops the clock.
Well, that it does, but again, if you're Lewisburg, you don't want your...
No, that's what I meant. It stops the clock.
Oh, that too.
Shikellamy needed that clock to
yes.
stop.
Yeah, that's a great point as well. Well, we're here at Christy Mathewson Memorial Stadium in Lewisburg, and we would be here tomorrow if the Bucknell Bison were home, but instead they are on the road, and they are on the road at Air Force. Doug Birdsong, Charlie Fisher have the call on WKOK beginning at 3. Kickoff from Colorado is at 3:30.
So if you'd still be doing the games like you used to, who'd be doing the game tonight? Because you'd have to fly to Colorado today.
Well, the one time that did happen, I actually flew Saturday morning. That was Charleston Southern. That was probably about 7 years ago now. I flew out of Harrisburg to Dulles to Charleston Southern, took a cab to the stadium, and I was there about 45 minutes before airtime. And then flew back with the team.
That's a great memory, buddy.
That was a lot of fun. But this one would have been a little bit more challenging going that far. 3rd down and 10. Quarterback back to pass. Flags fly.
We have a hold.
And it is going to be incomplete as Brody Raybuck almost got a sack on that one. The throw just got away. The defensive play made by Maddox Hoover.
Yeah, he was held. That's why he came out of there. So what do you do? It'll be 4th down.
Oh, you got to punt the ball.
But I mean, do you take the penalty?
Oh, I don't think you do here.
They declined it.
Yeah, I don't think you do here. You don't want to give Lewisburg an opportunity, especially with Coleman having to be out for that play. He could actually come into this play because he's on the sideline ready to come in. So instead, it'll be 4th down and 10 at the Lewisburg 37-yard line. Shikellamy still has their 2 timeouts remaining with 2:32 to go, and this game's still in question. I got a funny feeling that somewhere along the line, whether it's a defensive play or the offensive play, in the next 2:32, we'll have our Shamokin Dam Health Center backbreaker play of the game. Jamison, he will have the ball. Is that Felmy back deep for the Braves?
No, it's...
Or is it Stahl?
Stahl.
It's going to be a low line drive kick. Hits at about the 35, wobbles to the 30, and will watermelon its way sideways now to the 28-yard line. They'll spot it at the 27-yard line. So the Braves are now, 73?
Yeah, 73 yards away.
That's math that's too high, too big a numbers for me to handle in my head.
It's like reading a ruler, Kevin. That's all you got to do.
I can't read a ruler, so now what?
Always go to the 50, okay?
Always
and from there you got to add 50 to it, and you're all right.
You. Go to the 50 and add. That's too complicated now. 2:32 to go. 2 timeouts. Braves last chance saloon here, likely. Raybuck, shotgun, sidecar left. Takes a direct snap. Back to pass. Fires one off to Pollock. Pollock with a first down the sidelines to the 40. Stays in bounds to the 45-yard line and is hog-tied at the 45. Big gain on the play for the Braves of 22.
That picks up about 1/4 of the yardage. Need 3 more plays like that, and they'll be in the end zone.
Pollock's already had 2 touchdown receptions tonight. Can he make it the game winner as well? Raybuck with a sidecar right, quickly looks at his wristband, takes a direct snap, has pressure now, needs to roll out to the near side, breaks out of a tackle, finds Pollock across the middle at the 50, makes a man miss to the outside of the 45, and he's drugged down at the 43-yard line of Lewisburg, a gain of 13 and another Shikellamy first down.
And nice job of Brody number 7 again, had him by the ankles, and he pulled out of it. And Thomas coming across the middle, he hit him with his right in stride.
They have not been able to stop Lorenz on the backside. He has not been able to be controlled on the backside pressure.
I'll tell you what, Jake Rosinski, he's been doing a decent job, all right? I mean, because that guy he just puts his shoulder into it and you keep coming. But
the drawback is, though, when you only have one in the backfield, you don't have another extra blocker to help out. Here he comes again. Brody back to pass. This time he has time. Good time. Rolls out to the far side. Can he throw it? No, he's going to try and make a man miss. He's going to try to get back to the original line of scrimmage and avoid the sack, and he does not.
That was the outside backer came that time. Lorenzo came out of the game. They put another defensive end in.
He went out of bounds, and the clock is not stopped. It's continuing to run with 1:37 to go.
Yeah, they just saw
There is about 10 seconds that need to go back on the clock right now. And they're going to put actually 13.
Yeah, it's 150.
So 150 remaining. 2nd down and 11. Raybuck pumps. He off the back foot, fires it. It is complete to the 38-yard line. And that one to Felmy. That'll bring up a 3rd down and 5.
It's about time to use a timeout.
And there is a timeout by Shikellamy. You are right on the money with 1:35 remaining. Shikellamy trailing at 27-23. Kevin Herr along with the Chief, Dave Ritchie, bringing you back into the broadcast booth here with us at Christy Mathewson Memorial Stadium in Lewisburg on the WKOK Sports YouTube channel. Chief, right now you've got a third down. This is obviously 4-down territory. You have one timeout remaining. You only have 1 minute and 35 left on this one. What's your play call here, and is it a play that sets up a 4th down play?
It's one of those things that I don't have to call. No comment, all right? No, basically, if they don't get a first down, it's over, all right?
Right.
So you got 2 downs to get it. But I can't see them running the ball unless they do maybe a quarterback draw.
Well, they have had Lewisburg's had good coverage downfield, and it's forced Raybuck to roll out of the pocket and then have to run.
They've been they bring their 3 down linemen, but they also been bringing the outside backer once in a while.
Brody has one back to his left. He'll take the direct snap, back to pass, firing on the slant. I'll tell you what, that's holding. That's defensive holding.
Yep.
Because I was just about to say, as Pollock makes his cut, he got grabbed, and I believe it was Walker, and if he didn't, it was going to be a completed pass. Walker had to hold him. That's going to be an automatic first down.
10 yards, too, isn't it?
I think it's 5.
That can't be the same as motion.
Well, again, but I think it's 5 and an automatic first down. But again, rules change at different levels, and when you watch and spend a lot of time on levels, it is 10. It's 5. It's 5 and it's actually they marked off 15.
Why don't you listen to me once in a while?
They actually
we were both wrong.
They're going to call pass interference instead of a hold because the ball was in the air at the time. I missed that part of it.
Dragon Nation, we need to get loud.
1st and 10 at the 22. Raybuck, direct snap, has all the time, rolls out to the near side, fires it across. Pollock makes the catch. A sliding catch at the 16-yard line.
Well, they've got 1:19 here. Get up.
Clock still running. 1 timeout left. All those Thursdays working. And another spike of the ball as the Braves did at the end of the half to stop the clock. Bringing up 3rd down and 4. All those Thursdays for several years for a lot of these guys where they ran that 2-minute drill. This is why you run it. 1:10 to go. This is not going overtime. This is going in the books, one way or the other. Charlie Walter goes out to the far side. Pollock out to the far side. Walker and Pollock have been the matchup most of the second half.
They're down to 10 seconds on the play clock.
7 on the play clock. Brody with the direct snap on 3rd down. Pressure from the back. He's going to run it. He's got the first down. He's going to try and make 2-man miss. He might have actually lost the first down by going too far outside.
He should have.
If he stayed straight, it was a first down.
Yeah.
And the Braves have to use their final timeout with a 4th and 1 coming up. Wow.
He actually ran right into the outside guy.
If he stays inside and doesn't cut it outside, it's a first down.
Well, they need this first down.
58.1 to go. 4th down and 1 at the Lewisburg 13-yard line. 3 points are not going to make a difference. 4 into the blue paint that says Bison will.
Well, Kevin, if you get the first down, line up real quick and spike it. All right?
4 or more in that blue paint. Obviously, it would be 6. Even math I can do. 3 receivers to the near side. 2 to the far side. Brody's all alone in the backfield. 4th down and 1. The ball game on the line for both of these teams right here in the final 58.1. Raybuck with the direct snap. He's going to run it himself, and he's got the first down to the 10-yard line. That'll stop the clock with 53.3 to go. The Braves will have to line back up. Will they spike it or call a play? Raybuck under center. He has spiked it every time he's been under center, and he will do it this time.
Kevin, this has to be one of the best games we've ever called.
It's definitely the most entertaining.
It's the one that I've watched. You've called it, all right?
Now the Braves can still get a first down here, Chief.
I'd like to see him pass into the end zone and have a touchdown. That would be nice, wouldn't it?
They've got 50.4 to go, no timeouts. Lewisburg with 2 timeouts remaining. Here we go. Braves break the huddle from the sideline. 2nd down and 10 at the 11-yard line. 2 receivers near side, 2 far side, 1 back. Raybuck takes the direct snap, looking for Felmy. No, he's going to go to Pollock. Pollock down to the 1-yard line. It'll be a 1st and 10 with the clock stopped with 43.2 to go. Braves are going to have to get on the ball. They do not have a timeout. They'll get up. They'll spike the ball. No, they're going to sneak it. He'll sneak it. No call. He's short according to the near side official. And the clock continues to run with 33 seconds to go. Brody gets back on it again. Will it be a Brody sneak? He's going to go left side, but the flag flies.
Oh.
Did the Braves get offside, or was Lewisburg offside?
Offsides against Lewisburg.
It's Lewisburg that's offside. The Braves have scored a touchdown. Now the officials might be changing this. They're lining it up like it's a nose on the goal line. The Braves offense is going to have to come back out on the field. They're going to nose on the goal line. It's going to be 2nd down and goal at the 1
foot
and
line.
a Lewisburg timeout with 21.7 remaining. I don't know what just happened there, to be honest with you.
Well, they probably threw the flag offside before the snap. I mean, that's the only thing that could work, because Brody went into the end zone for the touchdown.
Well, there you go. You have it right there.
Yeah.
They threw the flag before the snap. That made it a half the distance to the goal, which then puts it inside the 1-yard line, and it's 2nd down again. Excellent job.
So they probably should have put some time back on the clock, too.
21.7. Well, maybe. You may be right there. What a ball game. Braves trail it by 3. 21.7 remaining in this one. Raybuck lines up under center once again. Are they going to try the train? Here comes the locomotive, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Shikellamy! 17.4 remaining, and the Braves have the lead.
Don't celebrate too much, guys. Come on.
29-27 with 17.4 to go and the extra point pending. Can the Braves come all the way back and win it?
We're gonna have delay a game here probably. No, they put 25 on.
Yeah, they didn't spot the ball. Right
Kevin
away.
Brody made that because he hit hard and then he slid to his right and slid right into the end zone.
Big extra point. The hold from Corbin Stahl. Here we go. Snap, set, kick, up, drifting to the left upright, and it is no good. Lewisburg can win this if they can get inside field goal range, but only have 17.4 to do it, and 1 timeout. Shikellamy 27, Shikellamy 29, Lewisburg 27. What an unbelievable football game.
Sure is. There's a lot of things that happen. Well, we're confused a lot of times,
yes.
all right? But there's a lot of things that happen in this game. I think, for example, that flag had to be thrown on the offsides
absolutely
before the snap,
yep.
and now that makes sense because that's what they do. So they mark it off half the distance, and it didn't matter. Brody put it in the next time anyway. Well,
17.4.
Can't give up a big return here.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. They have not been kicking it deep. They've been squib kicking it at about the 30-yard line. You've got to put Coleman about the 30-yard line, and that's exactly where he's going right now.
I just got a text from our statistician, Steve Williams. This is a real dandy brook.
It is a dandy brook.
To quote Coach Lockoff.
Walker is deep. Coleman is to the near side. Here comes the kick, end over end, kicking to the left side. It's going to stay in bounds. No, it's going to go out of bounds at the 5-yard line. That will bring it out to the 35-yard line of Lewisburg with a 1st and 10.
So Lewisburg has 1 first down, or 1 timeout left,
They have
right?
1 timeout remaining. Shikellamy leading it by 2, 29-27. Braves looking to go 2-0 for the first time since 2009.
Everybody, come on, guys, get up on the line of scrimmage.
That's exactly what Everett Birdie is telling him to do.
Come on, let's get here. I think he's a sophomore this year. He's had a whale of a game.
Yeah.
All right, over on offense and defense.
And he is definitely a sophomore. Now the officials are going to call a timeout as the ball is on the far hash mark, moving right to left as we view things. Braves trying to go 2-0, and they had to get the tee. The tee was missing. It's still at the 40-yard line. Is that Coach Schaefer that did the hustle out there? No, it wasn't.
No, it wasn't. Coach Schaefer's trying to get the crowd all pumped up.
Back to pass. Firing it long downfield. It is going to be out of bounds, intercepted, but it is out of bounds, caught out of bounds by Corbin Stahl. So that interception will not happen. 11.4 to go, and Carter and his offense will have another opportunity. That one intended for Walker. It was the right thing. It was the sideline pass. It was just too far down the sideline.
Probably Coach Schaefer's over there going, hey, we got to get loud, Braves Nation, because all we've heard over here is we got to get loud, Dragon Nation.
You've got a Shikellamy student section in the band to our left. It's down near the entrance of Christy, and they are ready to celebrate if they can. 11.4 to go. Shikellamy leading it by 2. Carter back to pass with a direct snap. Steps up in the pocket, and he throws it, and it's complete to Carter. Or make that Coleman. Breaks a couple of tackles. Coleman out of bounds at the 41-yard line. It should have been a sack. It turned into a big gain, a first down, and with 1.5 remaining, Lewisburg has one more chance.
1.5 seconds.
Dragon ball on the Shikellamy 40-yard.
This one's got to go to the end zone. What an effort by Xavier Carter to avoid the sack and find Coleman. And then Coleman was able to get the ball downfield and hop out of bounds yet.
Yeah, he was going down and he threw that ball. And how the heck did he know to hit him? I mean,
I don't
know. One of those great throw and catch plays.
There we go.
They're gonna have to call timeout here.
Well, they have not set the ball for play yet. They have not whistled the ball into play. They are going to call timeout, but they hadn't whistled the ball into play yet.
Down to 0. That's
yeah, I know, but they still hadn't whistled the ball into play officially.
Trust me, Kevin.
Well, listen, you're right. They had a timeout. There you see the Shikellamy student section here on the WKOK Sports YouTube channel. Is it Camo Night?
No, I don't think so. Well, there's a lot of kids over there. Maybe the JROTC guys are here and gals.
Well, right now the Shikellamy band trying to get everything rolling. The Shikellamy stands, they're bouncing. And with 1.5 to go, the Shikellamy defense are going to have to make one more stop if they want to go 2-0 for the first time in well over a decade. 2010 was the last time the Braves had a state playoff game and won a district title. 2009 was the first time the Braves, or the last time I should say, the Braves went 2-0 to start a season. And you don't want to look ahead with 1.5 to go, but they got one heck of a game coming up next week against Shamokin at home for the home opener.
Well, Kevin, let's just get this one in.
Here we go.
Well, they got to get, there's nobody out here on 5.
Well, they're playing deep right now. They're playing prevent, super prevent.
But all they got to do is throw it to.
Back to pass Carter. Steps up in the pocket. Is he going to run? He almost went too far, and he's sacked, and it's over! The Braves have come back to win it 29-27 as the celebration begins and the excitement in Sudbury and Northumberland continues.
Brought down by number 12, Reebok. That'll end the game.
Just soak it in, folks. Just soak it in.
29,
what a sack.
27.
It may not officially be a sack because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. It was very close, but nevertheless.
I'm calling it a sack.
Nevertheless.
I'm the official statistician.
Are you the official statistician?
Right? Yeah.
Nevertheless, Shikellamy gets the win and will go 2-0 for the first time since 2029. Our final score, Shikellamy 29, Lewisburg 27. For our WKOK Sports broadcast crew here on the WKOK Sports YouTube channel, our director, Riley McDonald, our camera operator, Steve Williams, our statistician. I'm Kevin Herr. Thanks for joining us on the WKOK Sports YouTube channel. Shamokin Dam Health Center backbreaker play of the game and the post-game wrap-up coming up next on News Radio 1070 WKOK. This is Shikellamy Braves football on WKOK, on the WKOK Sports YouTube channel, and with streaming audio presented by Lackawanna College.